Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. What's going on, my peoples? Wa alaikum salam. It's good to see my people here, man. I do not serve the same fictional gods. I have proofs for my belief. I don't just believe to believe. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. ¿Cómo está mi hermano mexicano? Yeah, I do try to put in some hours, man, on this, bro. I mean, right now I ain't really got much to do anyway, so why not give da'wah? Yeah, no, I'm willing to have a discussion with anybody. I mean, this is what this is for, right? To foster conversations. So if you guys are up for it, come and join me. Anyways, guys, what you could do for me, if you guys haven't done so already, the proof is in the Quran. What's your name? Eagle Trees? Yeah, the proof is in the Quran. You have to be willing to open your mind and actually look. You know what I'm saying, for the proofs, and you'll find them. Okay? Or we can go over it. I mean, let me see. Can you even come up? I mean, you got 280 followers, so you can't even come on the live, which is fine. I don't mean anything by that. I'm just saying it'd be nice if you come talk to me. But there are plenty of scientific miracles in the Quran. Yeah, you can keep saying it's a fictional book, but there are plenty of scientific miracles in the Quran to show that the book is in fact from a supreme being, because the people at the time, like the Prophet Muhammad, would never been able to have this kind of information, right? So then you have to use your brain. How did he get this information? It must have been from the one supreme being, God, or Allah rather. What happened, people? What happened? People have revelation of apocalypse. I don't even know what that means. What happened? People have revelation of apocalypse. I don't know. Can you clarify your question? In the Quran, it says the sun sets in the mud. Okay, you can't just like. First of all, what's your name? Silver. How about this? How about you tell me what is the significance of what you're saying about the sun setting in the mud? What exactly does this mean? All right. What does it mean to you? Why is this, let's say, an error, or why is it false, or how this can't be? You explain it. Explain, or at least tell me. You don't have to go into extreme detail, but tell me why. Anyways, in alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina may yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlil fala hadiya lahu wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa Allah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh salawatu rabbi wa salamuhu alayhi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man sara ala nahjihi wa istanna bi sunnati ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd. Yeah, so tell me, I was never a Christian. Yeah, whatever. All right, I mean, I was baptized at one point, so. Now you want to say the book is hyperbolic. Yeah, sure. There is none worthy of worship except Allah. You are correct, my brother. La ilaha illallah. You are correct. There's a lot of comments. There are 400 people in here right now, so there is a lot of comments. I'm trying to read all of them. Okay. I didn't leave Christianity like as if it was a job. Like I left one job to go to another job, but I was a Christian, you know, throughout my life. Yes, I do. I was a Christian. I do have kids. I was a Christian at one point in my life. I was baptized in the church. I used to go to church even when I was in the army. You know, my dog tag had Christian on there. Yeah, your mother's line. So I used to be a Christian. That's what I mean, is that goodbye, idiot. Get out of here, stupid. Like I don't need you here, bro. I'll block you. In fact, there you go. Now you can never come in here. How about that? Like, yo, y'all gonna say stupid things. You're gonna get stupid things back. Right? I'm not like some of these brothers. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. You know, I'm not like some of these other Muslim brothers. Block you too? No problem, buddy. I got you, you idiot. You wouldn't be asking to get blocked if you knew what I know. Oh, God. Like I said, if people are going to disrespect me, look, this guy wants to be blocked too. I have no problem blocking y'all. Y'all don't want to be here, no problem. You don't want Allah, Allah doesn't want you, I promise. I need Jesus to explain. Come on, bro, there are 827 people in this live. Let's get the likes up. Come on, my Muslim brothers and sisters. Get the likes up. On top of which, I want everybody to go into my bio, hit the little YouTube play sign. It'll bring you straight to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe for me, inshallah. Come on, my brothers and sisters. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I need 1,000 followers on subscribers on YouTube. Block me, B. No, I'm done blogging. I just wanted to make a point. Like, if y'all don't, if y'all, look, it doesn't matter, guys. You know, relax. All right. There are 867 people in the room right now. 76. There's no one here. No one came up. Not one person is coming up to share their beliefs with me or to tell me, hey, brother, you know, I think you're wrong because of this. And then we can go back and forth and talk. Instead, they're just sitting there being keyboard warriors. Like, this is awesome. Come on, people. Because I'm ignorant. So you got a person. You're a Christian, yeah. Come up, man. You hit the little request, the little infinity sign at the bottom, or something like this. But someone said they don't want to talk to me because I'm ignorant. I'm the most fair person that you would find on TikTok when it comes to talking to people. I don't just cut people off. You know, I let them say what they're gonna say. In fact, I give them the last word before they leave. You know, and I'm quiet. So, yeah, Jesus. Guess what? I love Jesus more than the Christians love Jesus themselves. I can guarantee you that. I do the things that Jesus did, right? And the things that Jesus says. You guys don't do that. You don't even know Jesus. You guys eat pork. You guys drink alcohol. You guys have sex out of wedlock. You guys, what else? You guys don't get circumcised. Like, come on, man, stop playing. You guys don't know nothing about Jesus. Jesus used to put his head on the ground and worship. You know what I'm saying? So we put our head on the ground and worship. We call out to Allah. Jesus called out to Allah. But you guys don't do any of these things. Yet you got the nerve to say that I'm ignorant or what I believe is true or that Jesus loves me and all this other stuff. Look, man, you guys are really, really silly. Really silly. Don't know anything of what you're talking about. I know more about your own Bible than you know about your Bible. I guarantee you. Come up here. There you go. Okay, we got somebody. Let's go. The Muslim brothers right now or sisters, but hold on a second.
How you doing, brother?
What's up?
How's it going? Sorry, bud.
Are you a Muslim?
No, Christian.
Okay, good. What's up, man? Talk to me.
Sorry, bud. About a COVID today.
You said you got COVID.
Yeah. Quick one.
Okay.
2 minutes. You rattled off a list of rules. We don't eat pork. We do all of this.
Who doesn't eat pork?
So you about 5 minutes ago you rattled off a list of things that we as Christians still do, like eating pork and
drinking alcohol, sex out of wedlock. Yeah, all these things. Yeah.
All I know is that my Jesus came to set me free from your rules. That's it. Story over.
Oh, that's it? That's all you wanted to say?
That's it, yeah.
Okay, so Jesus came for you.
He came for all of us to set me free from the rules you've just rattled off and listed.
Okay, according to who?
According to both the books we read.
Absolutely not, sir. You're absolutely 100% incorrect. The Quran does not say at all. The Quran does not say at all that Jesus was sent here to save you. Muhammad is the prophet that came to save the world, the entire world, right? Let me finish.
Right.
The
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bible, in the Bible, Jesus was sent only to the lost sheep of the tribe of Israel. He was not sent for you, right? So let me give you a little backstory very quickly, and very short. Moses came to a particular group of people. Over time, these people started going astray. He sent Jesus to bring them back to the straight path. Those people, the people of Moses, right? Exactly. 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 He left on his own accord. I did not kick him out. Left of his own accord. Yep. This is look. This is it. And let me see if he accidentally. No, he didn't come back. Left of his own accord. I didn't do this. He left.
How you doing?
Let me see if the brother wants to come back in here. I don't know. If he comes back, I'll take my words back. But he left. This is exactly my point. The Christians do not know their Bible at all. They don't know what's in it. They just listen to what pastors and preach on the pulpit, and they talk and they talk and they talk and they just say these feel good words, right? They put words together to make your heart tickle, and then you oh my God, Christianity and Jesus came for me. No, bro, no, Jesus did not come for you. He didn't come for you. But that doesn't make me sad as a Muslim at all. We love Jesus, man.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Are you a Muslim or a Christian or what?
I'm an ex-Christian. Or,
Are you a Muslim?
No, I'm not.
So you're nothing. Okay. Let's go. I'll go.
And why I'm nothing is because exactly what you said. Yes, I was like that. I listened and I pay attention. I wasn't on whatever the pastor said. But the difference between me was that I was curious. So I went back into the Bible and I started reading. And I went beyond that to understand why was this written. So as I got into it, I discovered a lot of things. And now we all know how the Bible was written and how it came about. But my question to Muslims is this. If we are going to question the Bible, that it's been, fixed and all these things done to it throughout the years, why are we not going to question the Quran? Because
we do.
Let me establish the question, because for what I understand, you're saying that it's been passed down, so it's been, an oral, transition through years. But still, that makes it even more gullible or susceptible to be changed to whatever you want. And adding to that point, if you're going to believe in the Quran, then you cannot have any other conversation, because all you're thinking is based on believing in the Quran. Just like Christians, all they're thinking, like everyone that was here, all the way that he thinks is about the Quran. The Bible. Now, anything else not going to make sense to him. It's not going to be, constructive to him. What I'm saying is that sometimes you gotta step away from the Quran and study, human history and how do we behave and how influential things are, how culturally you were influenced. Because let me tell you something, brother. 90% of the people who are born in America, on the continent of America, North, Central, and South, are influenced by Catholicism, Christianity. And a lot of people in Africa or that section over there are more influenced not just by Christianity, but also by Islam. So you are going to be influenced by the cultural surroundings of yourself. And I end it right there, sir.
Okay, well, I mean, you did say a lot of things, and in fact, us Muslims are very, very technical people, and when it comes to actually studying and looking at manuscripts and things like that, we question these things. That's why I'm a Muslim. And to tell you the truth, I did not become a Muslim because someone was telling me about Islam and I found some profound meaning in it. That's not why I became a Muslim. I became a Muslim because of how the brothers treated me in the mosque when I went to the masjid. Let me just get some of these stupid ass people out of here. Blah blah blah. Your ass, get your ass out of here, you dumb idiot. What's that?
Were you a Christian before you
Yeah. I was. Yeah, I was a Christian before. So you know, the brothers treated me with kindness and respects and things of this nature. So no, I'm not gonna ignore them because some of these people just need to be, you know, kicked out, right? I don't need these people in my life. Like, I don't care. Even if there was only 2 people in the room, I don't care. If I had 10 people, one of them was acting stupid, I'm kicking them out. Yeah, I don't care. So I don't need these people in my life, bro. It's just a way of me trying to filter out the bad apples from the chat because I'm very respectful to people. I let people speak, and I will answer him, bro. But I have to try to make. I'm literally running a live stream on YouTube and on here. So I got a lot of things to do, and I'm trying to talk to the brother here, and I'm trying to talk to people also in the chat. So forgive me. So, anyways, so I came to Islam because of how the brothers in the mosque treated me. You know, because there's many different ways that people join a religion. You know, mine just so happened to be because everybody was very kind and treated me the way the Prophet Muhammad was supposed to treated people. So over the 11 years of me being a Muslim, I've only increased in my knowledge and faith in Islam, right? My Christian brothers and sisters would come to me and say, "Oh, look, the Quran says this, the Quran says that," and I would go and study what they're telling me. And every time, whatever anything they've ever said about Islam or the Quran, I would verify what they said, and then I would ask someone of knowledge, "What does this mean?" The thing is that these people, they don't understand the Arabic. You, not you guys, but Christians, they have in front of them the book, which is in English. If they were going off of the Hebrew and the Greek, I would say, okay, maybe you have a point, but they don't. They don't go off of the Hebrew or the Greek. They're going off of English. English is not the language that these prophets spoke. Do you understand? So hang on. So this is why I can safely say that me personally, I believe that this is for everybody. Anybody, whether you're white, black, rich, short, tall, young, old, doesn't matter. Anyone can be a Muslim. And in fact, all the prophets were Muslims. All the prophets taught Islam. People don't understand what the words mean, right? So because you don't understand what the words mean, then you start having a problem with it. You start pushing it away. Islam, Muslim. Jesus wasn't no Muslim. Jesus wasn't a Muslim. He was a Christian. First of all, no, he wasn't a Christian. His followers weren't Christians. Exactly. Jesus was not a Christian. People, and in fact, the people started, like the Romans used to call Christians as a derogatory word. Yes. Right. And then you guys, not you guys, but the Christians take it like, yes, I'm a Christian. Like, come on, man. This is silly. Anyways, go ahead, Warrior.
Well, at the end of the day, I realized that, and let me just say something about yourself. You are very, accurate when you say that you treat people nice. This is my first time doing anything like this, but you attracted me because you sounded smart. You sounded somebody that you can have a conversation, and you don't sound very, very religious, if that's the right word that I use here. And but at the same time, whatever I said, I just sustain it. I think that we still gotta question the Quran in the same way that we question the Bible, since it was written and played with and changed. There is no way in my logical mind that the Quran was never tampered with. It is impossible, whether it was innocently or not, because the Bible was changed intentionally. There's actually a science called hermeneutic, I think is the word, to change according to the way of society, whatever they change it. So I agree with you in that. But the Quran was spoken and throughout generations, just spoken, and then it was written just a few centuries ago. So
brother, what's your name? What's your name, brother? What's your name? No. I'm talking to Warrior. To Warrior. DT Warrior. What's your name, bro?
DT Warrior. David. You could call me David, but I like to.
Okay, David. Okay, Warrior. I call you Warrior. Whatever you want to be called. You want me to call you Ballhead? I call you Ballhead. You can call me Ballhead too. I'm Ballheaded. Whatever you want to be called. I mean, whatever you want. Okay. I'm gonna give you a proof that the Quran has never been tampered with. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Everybody, all the Muslim brothers and sisters in the chat, I want you to say yes if I am right and say no if I'm incorrect. All right. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. So that is Surah Al-Ikhlas. This has been recited from the time of the Prophet Muhammad up until now. So, my Muslim brothers and sisters, did I say that correctly? Would you agree? This is the beauty and this is the miracle of the Quran. The Quran means the recitation. All the prophets came with recitations in a form or in a sense, right? So did the prophet Jesus. This is why Muslims say that, look, everybody in the chat who's Muslim is saying, yes, you recited it correctly. This is what we do in Islam. If I would have said even one letter incorrectly, everybody like, no, you didn't. That is not the Quran. They would have corrected me on the spot. This is what we do in the mosques, right? So we in the mosque, there's a imam. He's leading the prayer. Someone who has the most knowledge almost of the Quran or close to memorization of the Quran, they are directly behind the imam. If that imam, when he's reciting, even says one thing wrong, the brother in behind him will correct them immediately. In fact, everybody who knows it corrects them in the line. Everybody, because like, bro, you're not going to play with God's words. Why do you think Muslims are so strict? You guys, not you guys, but people see Muslims as some evil, barbaric, tough people. Yes, we need to be tough. You know why? Because if we're not, the same thing that happened to Jesus will happen to us. And we will not allow that to happen at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is highly important. So if I gave you a command, right? Were you in the military? It sounds like you've been in the military.
Me? No.
Okay. I was in the army. Okay. If I do not follow a command, if I do not follow a command to the letter, I will get in trouble. In fact, I could probably be thrown in jail. So this same attitude we need to have when it comes to Islam, or Quran and what we believe in. Let me get to the brother Jesse real quick, warrior. So just bear with me, my brother. Yeah.
Very much.
What's that, dude? What'd you say? Hang on. Okay, no problem. Jesse, what's up, man?
Not much, dude. How are you?
I'm quite all right.
Oh,
Alhamdulillah.
I just wanted to say, it's awesome that you're doing this. I really like this exchange of ideas and like debating back and forth, and it's cool. I wanted to go back to something that Warrior said. We know that the Bible has been tampered with, but the great thing about today is that we have most of the original manuscripts. So if the Bible has been tampered with and there is a translation that we disagree with, we can go back to the original Greek and find out if that translation is actually true. So this idea that the Bible's been translated multiple times and we don't understand what they were actually saying and meaning at that time is ridiculous. We have the original Greek.
Okay, so did Jesus speak Greek?
No, but when it was written down in Greek.
Okay, this is the point, and follow him. And some of the things that you said are just incorrect. Okay, so Jesus spoke Aramaic, and you see, people, I'm very fair. I let the brother speak. I didn't cut him off, even though I knew he's saying things that are incorrect. At least I believe he's saying things that are incorrect. So Jesus spoke Aramaic. He did not know how to read or write. Most of the prophets did not know how to read or write. This is one of the right. Okay, I'll give you that we know of. Yeah. Granted. So Jesus spoke Aramaic. Once once it's translated into Greek, you lose the meaning of words. Immediately.
No, you don't.
This yes, you do, brother.
Yes, you do.
Because even hang on, I'm gonna even say this about the Quran. So if you allow me, okay. So the Quran that I have, give me 1 second, man. The Quran that I hold in my hand, this is it has the English. This is the beauty of the Quran. It has the English here, and then in the middle, every single page, it has the Arabic. This is the Quran, right? These words here is a translation of these words. Do you understand?
Right. Right.
Right. Okay. Just follow along with me for a moment. Okay. So
Okay.
these words here, we know. Even Muslims, when I became a Muslim, the Muslims who are been Muslims quite longer than me have always said this English is never going to compare to this ever, never ever going to compare, because this is the original language. They've always told me when trying to translate this into this, you will lose meaning. You will. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's the same thing within Spanish. I'm Puerto Rican, right? So there are words in Spanish that cannot be translated into English. I can only give you a meaning as to what it means. So for you to say that we have manuscripts that are in Greek, I would say, yeah, I agree. But even those manuscripts come hundreds of years after Jesus. Do you understand? The latest, like the earliest manuscripts, right?
Most
You look
scholars,
in the
most
Bible.
scholars.
Good.
Sorry, you can.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
No, you're fine. Good.
A lot of scholars nowadays say some of the earliest transcripts were 40 to 50 years, so it's even a little bit closer than that. But I will say, you're not wrong. Okay, when you translate languages, there are words in Greek that we don't have a word for in English. So we have to use English words to explain what that Greek word meant, and sometimes it is very difficult. So
I'm glad you're conceding to that point. I'm glad. Yeah.
You're not wrong with that. So, and that's why a lot of like Christians that really dive into the word, they go back. Like, I know people at my church, like, they are hardcore, like, what does the Greek say? So, like, because that's just like, that's the closest we can get. And so, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. There are Greek words that are hard to understand in terms of like translating them into English. But for the most part, translating the Greek to English, man, you don't lose the meaning of it. I disagree with you there. I don't think that you lose the meaning of it, because in a nutshell, you still get the full picture. Are there little tidbits here and there that you might not fully understand based on like the fact that this happened in a different culture, and like there's words that existed back then that we don't actually have words for now? Yeah, that stuff happens. Cultures change. But for the most part, man, we still see the main picture. We still see it.
Right.
And that's where I disagree with you. You're not wrong, but I disagree with you on that.
Okay, so I mean, Allah says in the Quran, well, first, even in the Bible, God or I don't know really who says this in the Bible, but it says that the scribes and Pharisees have changed the word. They write their books with their own hands. Now, in the Quran, it says, Allah says, they write the books with their own hands, and then they say it's from God. So we're the Greek. I say all the time, Paul wrote 2/3 of your New Testament. He is your prophet. He is the one that you love and believe in the most. You don't believe in Jesus the way you should. Yes. Because the Romans were the ones that gave you your theology. They were pagan idol worshipers. So in order to get these two societies to come together, they had to compromise. And so you know what they did? They commissioned Paul to get, as a what we would call now a spy, right? To infiltrate the Jewish community and this religion, to bring them into the fold of Rome. They didn't want to just get rid of these people. They couldn't just get rid of these people. Right? Do you understand what I'm saying? So Paul was the one that gave you your theology. Everything after Paul started making Jesus seem as if he's God. Do you understand? Because Jesus never made any of these claims. So if there's even one error in the Bible, then you have to throw the whole Bible out, or you have to call it all into question. You can't just say, okay, well, I accept that there's maybe this tiny error in the Bible, but then don't call everything into question. If there was one error, I don't care if it was even one grammatical error in the Quran, we would question the whole thing. In fact, I would be so bold as to say that that person whoever that the book does not belong to God. Can't be, because God is perfect. So why would he give you something that's fallible? Right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do. I think that you're assuming that Paul wasn't genuine. One,
he was not at all. He was not at all.
Yeah,
at all.
You're assuming that Paul wasn't genuine, and you're.
I'm not assuming. I'm not assuming, brother. I'm not assuming. This isn't an assumption.
Well, how do you know that Paul wasn't genuine?
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. Let's say Paul was genuine. I don't believe he was, right? I don't believe he was, and I'll tell you why. And I've already explained it. Jesus spoke one message. That message was worship the one true God, and that message wasn't for you, and it wasn't for DT Warrior, and it wasn't for DJ down at the bottom, and it wasn't for me. That message was for the lost sheep.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that,
brother? That message was for the lost sheep of the tribe of Israel. It was not for you. In fact, there's verses in the Bible where Jesus says these things. And then in another verse, it tells you, oh, go out to all nations and preach the good word. This is a lie. Why would Jesus say, don't go to these people and now go to these people? Do you understand what I'm saying? No, would you like for me to pull out the verse?
The whole idea of Jesus even being born was to die for everyone's sins.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second here, brother. Ejaz, you want to come up here real quick, brother? I'm sorry. Give me one moment. I was the brother came in, and let's see if he wants to jump in, because he does have some like evidences and things like of this nature. We'll see. He probably just got up or something like that. Go ahead, Jesse. Go ahead. Finish up, brother.
Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, I can jump off and let somebody else on here, but because I mean, I've said
I'll jump off.
Say, but
yo, hey, Warrior, yes. I want you to stick around, all right? Because I want you to listen very closely. Islam came for you, my brother. I promise you. I'm Puerto Rican. People think that somehow Islam is supposed to be for just Arabs or people who live in the desert. This is not true, my man. In fact, most Muslims today are non-Arabs. I would say about 70% of the Muslim population are non-Arabs. So go ahead, and thank you for coming up, man. You were brave enough to give me your 2 cents, and I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. Everybody, there's a lot of people in here talking smack, and this is all they do. Same thing with you, Jesse. I appreciate it. Yo, Warrior, thank you so much, my brother. Have a good day, man. Stick around the chat.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man.
Hey, man, I'll say this one last thing, and then I'll jump off and see what other people are, if you want to have like other people on, and I'll listen to y'all's back and forth. And like y'all can
no, that's fine.
Jump off. The main reason that I believe that Jesus was more than a prophet is because of the Gospels, is because of what happened after he died. So Jesus came to earth. He you know this. Jesus came to earth. He died. And what Christianity hinges upon, because if this didn't happen, Christianity isn't real. Jesus rose from the dead.
I agree.
So yeah, if that never happens, and if we ever find proof, absolute 100% proof that Jesus never rose from the dead, I will stop being a Christian that day. But
don't be so bold. Don't be so bold. You're gonna end up putting your foot in your mouth. Okay. Matter of fact, I would love for you to become a Muslim. You already got the bid.
It's just the fact that, like, this miracle happened, And then, you know, decades later, people wrote it down, and they believed it so much, dude. They believed it so much that they traveled around and were killed and persecuted for it, because these people were like, they had been following this man for a couple of years, dude. And when he died, they like, can you imagine following somebody around, thinking that he is just like God's son, and then all of a sudden he dies?
I feel what you're saying. And listen, Jesse.
There's a reason. There's a reason they went to the cross too, and were persecuted and slaughtered because of this man. And it's not because they walked around with him for a couple of years and listened to his wisdom. It's because they saw him after he died.
Right. So
that's
so
why,
who?
dude.
So, okay, Jesse. Okay, so. Okay. Let me ask you this very quickly, and then I'll let Brother Ijaz take over, because he is much more smarter than I am. Brother Ijaz, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How you doing, brother? You feeling better?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm doing as good as the hair is on your head, brother.
Okay. All right. So Jesse,
yeah, man.
Who do you believe was at the crucifixion of Jesus? Who's there?
Mary Magdalene was there. Mary was there. I mean, there all of a lot of Jesus' apostles were there. Yeah.
I would disagree with you, buddy. Yeah. In fact, and I'm only saying that to kind of give the brother Ijaz here a platform as to what we're talking about, so he doesn't just start having to ask you, over and over again, like, what, I don't want to have you repeating these things. But no, my brother, and as a matter of fact, the four gospels, right? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. No one knows who wrote these books. No one. That's why each. Give me 1 second. That's why each book starts with the gospel according to Mark, according to Luke, according to. That's why, because no one knows who wrote these books, man. Look, Christianity it's nothing but pure conjecture. No one really knows the truth about anything, but us Muslims can deduce, and we use logic, right? We use grammatical errors in the Bible to see that, okay, this can't be true because of this or that. Anyways, brother Ijaz, take it away, my brother.
Yeah, just quickly, I want to say hi to brother, what's his name? Brother Jesse Mullet. Bro, I'm gonna get exposed for not getting this man's name right. Jesse
Mullinator.
Mullen. Okay, you're missing an O. Okay, it's not just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had an old account and I had people ban me, so I had to take the O out of there. Yeah,
oh man, that sucks. I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
We got DJ Charlie. That one was easier. This one was easier. DJ Charlie, check and get through that one quickly. I figure what the brother Isa iengage is basically saying is that, the early church did not have the expectation that there were 4 gospels written by direct eyewitnesses. The traditional narrative is that 2 of them could have been eyewitnesses. But this claim of who wrote the gospels, brother, do you know who it comes from? There is one man in history. That's the first point to mention any of the 4 as being gospel authors. Do you know who that is?
Who?
Papias. Do you know? I'm sure you've heard the name before. Papias. Some people say Papias.
Papias. Yeah. Expand on that a little bit.
Yeah. So Papias lived in the region of Hierapolis in what is known today as modern day Turkey. It's exactly halfway between Rome and halfway between Jerusalem. And he's writing either at the year 90 or at the year 120. Forgive me for I break up with coughing. So Papias says he didn't trust the written sources being circulated at that time, so he chose to be an eyewitness, and by being an eyewitness, he would interrogate the students of the presbyters that passed through Hierapolis, whether on their way to
one second. DJ, however you got your phone set up, it's loud enough to where we're kind of hearing feedback.
Oh,
So if you can do this for me real quick, DJ, hit the little infinity sign and see if you have a microphone next to your name. Hit it and mute your mic. There you go. There you go. And Jazz, brother, if you can, you sound a little muffled. If you can bring the mic closer to your mouth or something like this.
Okay, is this any better? Is this any better?
Yes, that sounds
it's
good.
Not muffled. It's not muffled. It's the heat. It's like -9 or -10 degrees today.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you come here and sit down in this heat, brother. We'll see what happens in this cold. Let me see what happens to you.
Whatever you did right now, it sounds great. Now it sounds really, really good.
I turned off. If I like die from hypothermia, it was for a TikTok that brother Isa wanted. Okay.
Hey, don't worry. I'm gonna come up there, brother.
So it's okay.
I'm gonna come up there and we're gonna cuddle together, inshallah.
Trust me, I love cuddling with Puerto Ricans. I'll tell you that right now. So my last girlfriend was Puerto Rican. Guys, I'm just messing. Don't clip that or anything. 50,000 views. Ijaz Ahmed exposed had a Puerto Rican girlfriend. Listens to Don Omar, listen to his song Candela while he rhythmically, sweet nothings to her. Am I gonna kill you now? Okay, right.
No. Let's do it.
The first person in at least recorded history would be Papias. And he says a couple of things which have always seemed, what's the word here, difficult for the church. Because he actually tells us what his method of interrogation was to verify information. He did not want to see anything which was written. He only wanted to hear from those who were students of the presbyters. Okay, brilliant. Presbyters meaning the elders. This is after the time of the apostles, right? So maybe students of the apostles or students of the disciples, but they were elders in their community, or just elders altogether. They were in the second or early third generation of Christians. So he says he did something specific known as anacresis. Anacresis was a form of interrogation used whenever there was like a legal or trial, judgment about some event or some criminal act being done. And when you look at what the definitions for anacresis are, it boils down to asking what we would call today in the modern world, we would call it just like probing questions maybe, or superficial questions that you ground the person's credibility with in some way, but you don't go beyond to establish like the truth of the information. You're just basically, picking at the feet to see how they react, what their emotions are like, do they overshare, undershare? Do they give you highly specific technical information, or is it something a bit, less known? So this is what he did, anacresis. And when he did this, he came away with two results. I'm willing to grant he's writing at least as the year 90. I'm willing to grant you that. That's Dr. Richard Walker.
I don't think he's listening right now. Ijaz, just give him a moment.
I think he's talking to his girlfriend. Give him a
Yeah.
sec.
Okay.
All right, guys, people in the chat, if you haven't already, go to my bio, please hit the YouTube play sign, and it'll bring you straight to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe for me. Thank you so much. Get the likes up. Thank you very, very much. Okay.
Guys,
yeah.
I'm really sorry about that. I had a colleague pull up on me. So I did want to hear this because I'm super interested in this. Go back to how he was the interrogation method. Start from there and then finish. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. So in the Greek judicial method, there is a element of it known as anacresis, and it's not interrogation. It's like probing questions to begin with. You're just trying to find out like who these people are, how honest they're willing to be upfront, how much they share, how much they undershare, these types of things. It's more like probing questions just to see how they react to your questions to begin with, like a preliminary examination. It's not meant to be like an actual waterboarded type interrogation scenario. I hope not, at least, right? From what we know. So this is what he did, and there were two major differences in dates for when he did this. Either it is he did this within the 1st century CE, which would be around the year 90, or he's like the vast majority of scholars say like 110 to 120. But I'm
Okay.
willing to grant the year 90. I'm willing to grant the year 90. I'm sure you've read something like Dr. Richard Baucom's Jesus and the Eyewitnesses, for example, right? Where he
Yeah.
speaks about who were the eyewitnesses, to the disciples and to the crucifixion and to the narratives, etc. Okay, good, brilliant, done. No, but what does Papias say after all of his studying and learning and questioning? What does he end up with? He says that that Matthew wrote Matthew in a dialect of the Hebrews. We've not found a Matthew composed in the Aramaic or Hebrew whatsoever in documentary form. Uh, I know that there are later editions that are translated from the Greek, but to say that there is a Matthew that was composed in Arabic or Hebrew, historically there's been no evidence for this. The second thing is he says that the Gospel of Mark, that this is written out of order, anachronistically. But the Mark that we read today, the Mark that was present maybe in the late 3rd century CE, I can even argue as early as the early 3rd century CE, does not seem to reflect a timeline of events that differ from the Gospel of Matthew's. I mean, the only really disagree with John. So now this is beginning to raise questions for scholars to say, okay, two of his first pieces of data are odd. And then the second big piece of data he gets is he heard from someone called Presbyter John. He doesn't say that this Presbyter John wrote a gospel, but why does he use the term presbyter for this particular individual in this particular way? If he's an
What is that
apostle, he
word?
would still. Okay, so
What does that
presbyter
word?
means
What does
elder
that
in the
word mean?
church. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
presbyter means elder in the church, right? But if you're an apostle of the Lord, that's a higher, what do you call it, a higher title than presbyter. So some scholars have said, well, if he's using it in this way, then it has to refer to someone who is not the disciple or the apostle. So now he's writing between the year
Okay.
90 and the year 120. The point here
Very.
being then,
I don't want to stop the flow, but somebody came into my live on YouTube to tell me that they were muted for just having an opinion. Moderators, listen to me very, very carefully. Moderators, if you do not like something someone is saying, let it be. It is not your job to just mute someone for having an opinion. Do you understand? If they're being disrespectful, boot them, get rid of them. Of course. If they're spamming, mute them. That's fine. But if they are just giving you their opinion on something without being disrespectful, please do not mute the people that come in my room for having an opinion. Please. If you do this, you're going to get people running away from the dawah. Come on, man. Please, man. This is the second time I've had to tell my moderator, stop doing this. I really don't understand why you guys are doing this. I'm doing this to foster discussion between people of the opposing faith. Why? Moderators, look, I'm going to end up removing everybody from being moderators if you do not know how to be able to discern whether someone is just having an opinion and someone is being disrespectful. Okay, so just please be very, very careful of what you're doing. Jazakallah, thank you very much. Brother Ijaz, I apologize. Please continue.
no, I'll just take like 30 more seconds because I really want Jesse Moderator to engage what I've said. So they say that he is clearly writing about learning from a presbyter and not necessarily an apostle, which it rules out John, the son of Zebedee, or almost anyone else. To be honest with you, the only other person I think that writes extensively about him is Eusebius in the 4th century. He writes in Church History, I think it's book 3, chapter 39, that the only reason that people believe in his testimony is because of the age of the man, how far he goes back into history. Not that they know that what he's said and spoken of are factual. And then he has a criticism of him. He says, because he believed many great and fantastical and mythical things, he was not the person of greatest reasoning. So if it were not for Papias, we would not have this information. The other person other than Papias with this information would be Irenaeus of Lyon, writing around the year 185. So scholars generally choose to accept Papias, even though he has issues, because otherwise, if it's pushed back all the way to Irenaeus, then it becomes too large of a gap to sustain a quote-unquote patristic tradition.
Is there like is there a specific, like, if I wanted to like dive into that research, what book do you what is there a specific book that you recommend? Because I want to know more about what you're talking about.
Yeah, there are 3 books, and I'm gonna recommend to you like at least 1 or 2 conservative books, and then a more not liberal book, but a less than conservative book. Like you wouldn't consider it conservative in your own way. The first is the first is Richard Borkham, Jesus and the Eyewitnesses. The second is what is it called? It's Simon Peter in Scripture and Memory by Dr. Marcus Bockmuir. And and the third one is Who Wrote the New Testament by Burton L. Mack. Those 3.
Okay. All right. Now, well, never mind.
How about this? How about nobody mute anybody else? No one mute anybody. No more muting at all. Okay. No more muting unless, of course, someone is spamming. That is the only reason that you're allowed to mute. That is it. Of course, if someone says something disrespectful, get them out of here. No problem. No, do not mute anybody from this point forward. Thank you. And I'm telling you, I can see. I'm sorry. I can see when people are being muted up top. It doesn't tell me who muted who, so I'm going to end up removing everybody in here from being a moderator. So stop, please. Okay, go ahead, Jesse.
And the first book that you referenced was Jesus and the Eyewitnesses.
Yeah, by
okay.
What's his name? By I've forgotten the name now. Wait a second. Jesus and the Eyewitnesses by Dr. Richard Borkham. Richard Borkham, Bauckham. Richard Borkham. His book is like the main one is like conservatives. No worries.
Okay. Thanks for the conversation, guys. This was great.
Yeah, no problem, man. Listen, this is what I was telling you about. Look, we don't just make a claim. Oh, you're not right. You're wrong. This is not that at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there are specific reasons why we do what we're doing, and we have evidences for everything that we speak of. I know sometimes we'll get into like hypotheticals and we kind of go back and forth, or we use analogies, whether they're bizarre analogies or not. But for the most part, we are based on evidence. This is what Islam is. This is the Quran. Whatever you're doing, whatever we're doing right now with the Bible can never be. I mean, you can do it with the Quran. You will never find an error in it. And that was my stance. That's my challenge. In fact, that is the challenge that Allah gives us in the Quran. He says, if this book had been written by anybody other than me, surely you would find in it many a contradiction and errors. So I don't know what just happened to Brother Ijaz. He's sick right now. He doesn't have COVID. Yeah, see, he's sick right now. So I'm sure he'll be back later. Ijaz, thank you so much, my brother. Okay, inshallah. Jazakallah. What's up, Jesse?
Yeah, I was just going to say, totally. I'm not naive to think that, like, you guys just, like, are like, hey, Christians are wrong. Like, and don't have things to, like, back that up. Because obviously you do have specific reasons why you think specific things, because if you didn't, no one would believe in Islam. So and the same
or a lot less people would believe in it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
so you're right.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not naive to think that you guys that's just all you do is say that Christians are wrong. You have your reasons, and Christians have their reasons, and there's disagreements, but we can all be respectful and talk about them. So anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. I got some work to do.
Hey, Jesse, it was good talking with you, man. You've been very, very respectful. I hope that I didn't come off, like being disrespectful or anything like this. If I have,
not at all.
hey, Call me a jerk, and I'll apologize. All right,
Not
all right,
bad.
buddy. Take care. Be safe out there, man. Bye bye. Yo, DJ, go ahead and unmute your mic, bro. There you go. Cool. DJ, I apologize. This is kind of how I run my stream. You know, there's a lot of people that want to get in and everybody wants to talk and things like this. Some people we end up talking to a little bit more depending on like what we're talking about. But anyways, what's going on, DJ? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. I appreciate this.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I'm really curious. First, I want to say that I am a Christian, and I'm open to learning, and I want to make sure that at the end of my life, I did everything I could to believe that I'm practicing and believing the correct entity here.
Absolutely. There we go.
Does Islam denounce the existence of Jesus?
Absolutely not. We love Jesus. In fact, my name is Isa, which is Jesus.
Okay, so it believes that Jesus and God both existed.
No. Okay. The Quran was written or spoken to by God. So God commanded don't start questioning the things that I'm about to say. You know, because I want you to stay on topic, because what I'm going to say, you can ask questions about, and it'll lead to a whole different topic. So
Right.
Allah created the pen, and Allah created that pen and commanded the pen to write everything that was going to happen in the world. So this is also, you know, like the Torah and the Injil, or the Gospels, the Songs of Solomon, right? And also the Quran. So what's in the Quran comes from Allah. So God is speaking here, saying that, yes, Jesus is a Messiah, or he is the Messiah, not a Messiah. He is the Messiah. We don't denounce that. We just denounce that he is the son of God, or that he's God, or anything of this nature.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I believe the best argument in favor of Jesus as a once living person is, of course, the Holy Bible itself. So like the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, John are thought by scholars to have been written by 4 of Christ's disciples in the decades after his crucifixion. Now, there are still other Gospels never canonized written by near contemporaries. Oh, sorry, one second.
Yeah, there's kind of a lot of noise in the back. If someone has something on or something like this, please turn it off or mute your mic. You can hit the infinity sign, and if your mic shows up, just hit the little mic button and mute it.
Many details differ between the various accounts of his life and death, but there's also a great deal of overlap. And through centuries of careful analysis, biblical scholars have arrived at a general profile of Jesus, the man. We do know some things about the historical Jesus, less than some Christians think, but more than some skeptics think. Though a few books have recently argued that Jesus never existed, the evidence that he did is persuasive to the vast majority of scholars, whether Christian or non-Christian. The following this description that Jesus was born sometime before 4 BC, and he grew up in Nazareth, a small village in Galilee, as a part of a peasant class. Jesus' father was a carpenter. He became one too, meaning that they had most likely their agricultural land at some point. Jesus was raised Jewish, and he remained deeply Jewish all of his life. He never intended to create a new religion. Rather, he saw himself as acting within Judaism. He left Nazareth as an adult, and he met the prophet John, who baptized him. Now, during his baptism, Jesus likely experienced some sort of divine vision. Shortly afterwards, he began his public preaching with the message that the world could be transformed into a kingdom of God. He became a noted teacher and a prophet, as well as a healer. More healing stories about Jesus are told about Jesus than any other figure in the Jewish tradition. He was executed by Roman imperial authority, and his followers experienced him after his death. Now, it is clear that they had visions of Jesus as they had known him during his historical life. Only after his death, though, did they declare Jesus to be Lord or the Son of God. So,
hey, somebody got a dog barking in the back. If it is that you, DJ, or no?
No, that's not me.
What's your name? Glow, Insta Glow. Can you mute your mic? Hit the little infinity sign.
Can you? I can. Can you mute me?
No, I have no way of
Okay.
doing that. Um, I don't hear the dog barking right now, but if you'd like, you can step out and then I'll get you back in here because it's literally you can hear. No, DJ, I wasn't speaking of you, buddy. DJ, come back, man. I wasn't speaking about. Yeah, I'll go ahead and remove you, sister. We'll let's see if DJ comes back. Because I don't know why DJ just took off like this. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he got a phone call or something. I'm not gonna say that he ran away or something like this, but I'll kind of answer what he was saying. Maybe he's still in the chat or something. But Allah says in the Quran that they killed him not, they crucified him not, but it was made to appear to them. So even if there were, because I believe in the Quran, right? So even if there was all kinds of reports that from Roman, from Greek, from the Greek, from even the Jews themselves saying, yes, we crucified this man named Jesus, right? I would disagree because the Quran says that they killed him not, they crucified him not. So the act of putting Jesus on the cross, that never happened. I'll just leave it at that. So Jaguar, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Last man standing. What's
going on, man? So, I've been on the live for a little bit. I heard a lot of people speak. The gentleman that went off before, the one that was under the weather or whatever, he said something about Prester John. All right, so my stance on everything: I'm not Hebrew Israelite. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Christian. Actually, for your chat is going to attack me, but I don't deal with the New Testament. I'm strictly Old Testament at all. That's it. Who would I define myself as? A code keeper? What codes that I keep is the commandments of the Creator. My people are tied to this, which we're indigenous to the Americas. We are the Yamasee people. We're from here. So we worship, or we pay homage to the Great Spirit that we call Hawa. That's the Wakan, the Great Spirit. Now, the gentleman mentioned Prester John. Prester John, he said, he gave his definition of Prester John. Prester John is a title. Prester is meaning priest, and John meaning king, which is priest king. That priest king is King David, who in Islam were called a Almash ad-Dejor. You know what a Dejor is, right? In Islam, right?
I'm sorry. I don't know, like the names and things like this. I'm not too familiar with that.
Okay, so
do you mean Dajjal?
Yes, it's the Dajjal.
Oh, Dajjal. Yeah. Oh, of course, the Dajjal. Yeah, that's the Antichrist. Yeah.
So that's the Prester John the guy was talking about. Now, that particular individual is who I have information that it will be returning, but it's King David. It's King David. So with me saying that King David is going to return, also in Islam, I am called a kafir. You know, as kafir is too, right?
Like kafir.
That kafir.
Kafir. Yeah. So the very quickly, because so the Dajjal means Antichrist. Yes, I would agree. I mean, I know what that is. I didn't know what you were saying, so that's why I said no. I don't know. I don't know.
My pronunciation was incorrect.
Okay, no, that's fine. The brother Dreddy, he clarified it. That's why I was like, okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. So yeah, okay, so we believe that Paul was El Dajjal.
Well,
he was the Antichrist.
My whole thing, as far as the New Testament is pretty much a farce. I really don't even dig on the Jesus character, because the Jesus character is just what it is. I mean, as far as the people itself, that's idol worshiping. when it comes to that. Now, let me classify my statement of why I say that. You guys, y'all have a prophet named Muhammad. Muhammad was a name given to you followers by Thoth.
By Thoth?
Thoth, yes. No Thoth is, huh? Hermes Trismegistus. Okay, so Thoth, Thoth is a deity, which is called Apollo. You go by many names.
Right. Where's the
this information? Can I turn my screen? Like, if I'm able to turn my screen, and I can show you, right, when I'm talking.
Yeah, you can turn your screen, but okay, so where are you getting this from?
Particular source right here. Everybody can see that this is one of many sources that I have. Right.
What's it say? I can't see that, bro.
I'm getting ready to read it. Getting ready to read it right now. We're at number 7, if everybody can see. Whereby Thoth rebelled against thee and set up his presence heavenly dominion, inspiring his followers under the name Muhammad. Under the name Muhammad. This is a Muhammad. Y'all know who Muhammad is. So if you check out and see who's Muhammad, the name Baphomet originally applied to the definition of this name of Muhammad, which is the prophet of Islam. Y'all know who the Baphomet is, bro.
I know.
You see what I'm saying? Now,
yeah.
Is that something that you guys, like, this particular calf, as far as in Islam, is supposed to be worshiping things like that? That's why I don't deal with, you know what I'm saying? I don't deal with Islam. I don't deal with none of those types of.
Okay. All right, brother. Hold on. First of all, a house divided cannot stand. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So, Allah warns us in the Quran of the shayateen and Dajjal and devils, right? And tells us to stay away from it. Tells us not to worship these things. So it's counterproductive for Allah to say, or let's say this evil deity to tell us to stay away from these pagan idols and evil spirits and things of this nature. So we don't believe this, and in fact, I truly I do not have an answer for what you're saying. The brother Ijaz would have to come up here and explain it, you know, because he knows like this kind of stuff. I'm not that well versed in this stuff, so I'm not. Just bear with me a moment. Yeah. Let me get the brother the brother Muslim rock stars here. I gotta bring him up, sister. Sister. Let me go back in the queue for me, sister. Okay, if you don't mind, I gotta get a brother in here. All right. Muslim Rockstar, come back in here. Yeah, I had to kick her off. Like, you could literally see up her skirt.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm the one that got muted. I got muted. I was, whenever that other guy was up here and you asked him the question, who all was there as the crucifixion of Jesus, and all I did was correct him and say, not all the disciples were there. It was just recorded that both Marys and one of the disciples were there. So I was actually agreeing with you. I've studied Islam and Christianity a lot. I know about some of y'all's prophecies with the Mahdi and Isa coming back. And of course the Christian Jesus coming back, and I find it very interesting. So I appreciate this discussion. It's very, very cool. Hopefully I'll be able to talk more after your friend says some things.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Just hold tight, my brother, and we'll get to you.
Before you speak, I want to also just say that you mentioned you don't know, no one knows who wrote the New Testament. That's the Pisos family, and it was Flavius Josephus who did it, and was published by Marcion of Sapor. So
Josephus was a Jewish scholar, yeah.
Okay, so what I would respond to very quickly before I let Muslim Rockstar. I'm guessing you want to respond to some of the things he's saying, right, brother? Okay, first of all, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother. So Allah says that in the Quran that they write the books with their own hands and claim it is from Allah, right? So the Bible also mentions that the scribes have done these things, right? That they have tampered with the book. So whatever you have of the Torah, is not the Torah. We would stand by that 100%. Whatever you have of the wait.
I agree.
Okay, so you're saying that you're standing on the Torah, that you believe in the Old Testament.
No, I stand on the codes, the only the foundation of it all, the commandments. That's it, bro. That's
okay.
it. Everything else is pretty much a farce. Like everything else is pretty much a farce. Like
so, how could those commandments? How could those commandments inside of this book that you call a farce be true, or that are to be true if the whole thing is a farce?
Because our creation story for my people comes from the Papa Vu.
Okay, like, so do you use the Bible for your legislation, for your everyday life? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if you understand what I'm saying, is the Bible like the centerpiece of your existence?
No.
Like the Quran is for us? No. So you denounce the Bible?
I denounce pretty much a lot of things inside there, yes.
Okay, but okay, so you denounce everything within the Bible except a few things. So like you said, the 10 Commandments, right? Okay, right. So how do you know that these 10 Commandments are correct or be true or whatever?
Okay, because we know that it's wrong to disrespect your mother and father. We know that it's wrong to bear false witness against someone else. We know that it's wrong.
To who?
And listen, no, let me finish. We know it's wrong it's wrong for me to covenant what you have, to actually want what you have. It's wrong, of course, because I have the same opportunity to have what you have. So, and it's wrong for me to murder someone if it's not me defending myself. So that's how I know those commandments are true. That's just the facts of life. We know that it's wrong to do those things. Can you at least agree to that? That it's wrong to murder?
Of course, we agree with that. But I'm asking you if the Bible, you just so basically to you is like you just kind of take truth from wherever truth comes.
I'll take, and I agree with that. It's some truth that's inside the Quran that I agree with, but I don't take everything as whole. You see, because
everything is what? Sorry,
more of like a school of thought. But when you deal with facts you can apply to your life and live by that, because you know that's truth, because you can live by truth.
But I mean, and to be fair, everything that you're talking about, and look, there are all kinds of religions that I do not know anything about. I focus more on the Jewish and the Christian faith. So if a Hindu came in here talking about Vishnu and all this stuff, I wouldn't really know like what he's talking about. I know very, very, very little about all these other religions. You know what I'm saying? So what you're bringing to me right now, I've never heard about this at all. So
yeah, I want to get some clarification,
brother. Go ahead. Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
So first off, good evening or good morning, depending on which time zone you're in, sir. Jag, let's go with Jag. Is that okay? So the first thing I guess I want to clarify, and I came in late, so I'm gonna pull off what I'm seeing in the chat over here. So what's your belief in God? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in a creator of the universe?
The Greek terminology that was created, Greek or Latin terminology that means power. So yeah, there is a great spirit that I pay reverence to. So yes.
Okay, so in English we call that God, right? I don't speak Greek or Egyptian or anything like that. In English we call that God. Do you believe in a creator of the universe?
Yes.
Yes. So then you believe in
Do you want the name of that individual that I said?
You can call him whatever you want. I'm just trying to get an understanding of what you believe, sir. That's okay.
It's Hawa.
Okay, no problem.
Breath and security. We all do it every day. We breathe in, we inhale, and we exhale. Wow, all day long. That's the breath and security. That's the Great Spirit.
Okay. All right. So you believe in a creator of the universe. Do you believe he's one or he's many?
Only one.
Only one. Okay.
But there are other gods. I'm not going to be naive and not say it. There are other deities. That's why in the commandments that I'm talking about, it says thou shalt not put any other gods before me, meaning thou shalt not put any other powers before your power. Those individuals that power is talking to, we're going back to the Bible, just so, because I can talk about all kind of other things, but just so that we're clear and everybody in the chat understands, that deity that's in the Bible strictly talking about a specific people.
Pause. Let's make it really simple, man, because myself and others are getting a little bit confused. I just want to talk about you. Forget about the Bible, the Quran. Just want to understand your stance, because you know. Okay. So you said you believe in a creator of the universe, but then you say you believe in other gods as well, and there's other deities.
Even other, I said there are other gods.
So how do you reconcile that?
As far as, because there are other deities that people actually pay homage to.
Forget about what people pay homage to. I know people worship Buddha. I know people worship idols. What about you? What do you believe? What do you believe, sir?
As far as what? Be more specific.
Do you believe there's one God, or do you believe there's many gods?
I believe there's one God.
Okay, so then forget about the people that believe many gods.
One power.
Okay. Yeah. So then if that's what you're saying, then just so that we're on the same page, because that's what in Islam, that's what we're told to do when you talk to people, is find the commonality. So right now you're half Muslim.
No, I'm
just
not.
By definition. No, just I'm not saying convert to Islam.
Okay,
I'm just telling you,
but
right? I can talk to a Jewish person, and I can say that I'm pretty much half Jewish and he's pretty much half Muslim, because we share half the beliefs.
If that's your perception of it, then
it's not to be taken offensively, because that's what Islam says. Islam says that we believe in one God, and then the second part is we believe Muhammad is the final messenger. So that's why I'm saying you're pretty much half Muslim. Like, you are halfway to having a more civil conversation with me than half the people who will argue with me about God for hours and hours and hours. Okay. So that's the first thing. We're on the same page. Listen, let's not be upset about it. If we share half our belief, it's all good.
I'm just like trying to understand. Okay, go ahead.
No, that way you don't see me as like someone who's trying to spar with you. Like, we share half the belief. Half our beliefs are the same. You believe in morality because you believe in God. If you didn't believe in God, to hell with morality. Covet. Take everything that everyone has. So you believe in some sense of accountability?
True. Yeah.
So do you have a particular religion you follow? Some people were saying some stuff in the chat over here.
I'm not religious at all.
Not religious at all, but you believe in God.
But by me having respect for a creator doesn't make me religious.
No problem. But that's pretty. But that does make you. It does make you a theist. Would you agree you're a theist?
I'm more of a spiritual. We all are spiritual beings. You know that, right?
I agree with you. Again, we have a lot in common here.
To the creator is through a frequency.
Okay.
That's spirituality.
Okay.
That's not religion.
Okay, so now, like, again, let's come to the common terms. So we both
are you a Kemet? Are you a Kemet?
No, hell no.
Okay. I don't know. I'm asking questions.
That. I don't know what that is. So we both believe in one God. We both believe he's the creator of the universe. Now, how do you interact with that God? How do you know how to communicate with him?
Through my frequency.
Through your frequency. So I have my own frequency that I should communicate to God with.
You're a spiritual being, right? You was created.
Yeah.
So you have a frequency that you can connect to the creator.
Okay. So here's the thing about, let me just describe to you. I'm not preaching to you. Let me describe to you Islam. Islam says that we come together as one brotherhood, as one sisterhood.
I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to.
Sure. I apologize. Didn't mean to say that. So Islam's.
I'm saying, I'm just saying as far as the chat. I just don't want. I'm not on man.
Oh, I saw people were saying you're here to argue. I saw that. Yeah.
No.
Don't worry about it. So Islam basically says we believe in one God, and we're all on a path together as one body, and we have this Arabic word called ummah. We do it together, right? And as I look in the society around me, especially in the past 2-3 years, we've had a lot of hashtags. We've had hashtag BLM, we've had hashtag pro-choice, we've had hashtag equal pay. A lot of problems in society, right? If we function as individuals, will we ever get to a solution?
No.
No. So when you say you have a frequency, I have a frequency, that sounds really cool. But if we want to actually bring about racial justice, like Malcolm X, he said it best, that Islam is the vehicle by which we can get racial justice in America, because it calls towards brotherhood, that we're all equal, that we pray to God. For example, when the Muslims do the biggest act of worship, they go to Mecca, which is what the brother has in the background here. They go to that black box. We all wear the same cotton to prove we are all equal. We're all equal in the sight of God. So that is the mechanism. Even,
wait. Brother, Jaguar, hang on. Do not cut the brother off. I don't know if he was doing that to you when I was gone.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
No. I'm just saying, let him finish his train of thought. You'll have your time.
Yeah.
You'll have your time to speak. I promise, bro.
Yeah. 20 seconds. So this is what I love about Islam. It brings us together. And one thing we have to be well aware of, whether you're Muslim, Jew, Christian, Jewish, atheist, theist, we have to be careful of the concept of individualism today. Because individualism ain't gonna get us nowhere except in separate pockets all over the place, going on our own, our own tangent, our own frequency. That's not gonna get us anywhere. And individualism is strangling us as a species. We need to find a system that brings us together. And this is what Islam does. It brings us together because it says we're all equal in the sight of God. You can have, listen, I have my own frequency in the sense that I read a certain level of Quran every day. And iengage, he reads his own certain level of Quran. We have our own individual frequency in terms of how we connect with our creator. No doubt about it. But there has to be some collective mechanism so we can actually establish justice in the land, hold people accountable. That is what Islam does. It gives us that system and framework. That's what Brother Malcolm said many, many years ago. Islam is the mechanism by which we can bring about social equality and social justice in this country. So do whatever you want to do individually, but the main vibe I'm on nowadays is Islam is the way to bring about collective peace, collective harmony, because we all sing in the same song. We all read from the same book. We all pray in the same direction. When we make that pilgrimage to that black box, we all wear in the same white cloth to make it clear. It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or if somebody donated your airplane ticket to go over there. We're all equal in the sight of God. And that's the difference, my friend, which you cannot find on your own if you do your own individual thing. You will never get to that social justice. But we have enough examples in Islamic history. We have a lot of bad history too. I'm not trying to lie to you, but we have some really good examples in Islamic history where people came together and were able to accomplish beautiful things, like stamping out poverty. Stamping out poverty. You're not going to do that with your own individual vibe. You got to pick some type of system that you're going to come together as a community. So Islam is that community, and we welcome you to join that community. That's why we're here. Have your individual connection with God, but understand that eventually we have to stand side by side. And that's why when we pray, we stand side by side, shoulder to shoulder, foot to foot. There's a certain psychological benefit there when you're standing next to people. You sit at home, you're vibing with God with your own frequency. Do that. I do that. But we also need a mechanism to come together. I hope that makes sense.
I understand what you're saying. However,
very well said.
My people are from this land, and it's not an individuality. I understand, but I was just answering a question that you said, how do I connect? I connect with my frequency. That doesn't mean that I'm just doing it on my own. My tribe is with me. My tribe is my people. My people.
What's the tribe?
Who is my people? My people is of my genealogy. We are a tribe. So whenever, as far as Islam,
but who are these people? Like, do you guys go to a church? Or do you guys what? That's what he's asking. Like, what? Like Muslims, we get together at the masjid. Christians go to church, things like that. So, like, what do you do?
So people of less hue of color would say that we powwow. We don't powwow. We have unions, is what everybody missing for that. So as far as me saying the how I participate in our power, it's a gathering for us. Now, as far as you saying what the brother have in the background, as far as the stone and all of that, that's on another landmass. What we have, we pay reverence to what we got over here in our land here.
Can you can you show, like, give me some of your frequencies, like show me some of your frequencies or something, just to give me an idea? You say you connect with God on a frequency. I have my own frequency, like the brother Muslim Rockstar was saying. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. This is very, very easy. Okay, everybody ready? Okay, here's the frequency. I'm not being facetious. I'm being 100% dead truthful. I'm not trying to play games with you here, all right? There we go. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. That's my frequency. I actually dialed the law's phone number right there. I dialed his phone number right there, and all the Muslims dial his phone number right there. That's our frequency. That's how we talk to God. That's how we connect. This is the natural inclination of the human being.
And I respect that. My frequency is,
so I'm asking you, what's your frequency? Right, give it to me.
Meditating. That's a frequency. That's the sound. That's the connection. That's a 432 connection from my connection. That's my.
So you do like so kind of like the people that be doing like the chakras, the seventh third eye and all this stuff.
No.
Okay.
No.
So the point
this is very confusing to me, man.
The point I still have to make is that it's basically individualism that you're preaching, and I'm against individualism. I'm about coming together as an entire humanity, and the way I do that is through Islam, because we confirm all of these amazing prophets that God sent. We confirm every single one of them, men and women, because we believe Maryam was a prophet too, because she was talking directly to the angel, right? So that's the universality. I mean, if someone had to choose between what you believe and what I believe, I think they're going to choose what I believe, because I'm on this universal thing over here.
I respect that, and I really appreciate you guys allowing me on the platform to be able to even stay my side. And I understand that you guys are still like less confused, greater confused more now that I came on. Like,
absolutely, and I'm saying that for a reason, my brother. I honestly believe people like you are confused, and I don't mean that to be disrespectful. Because what the brother is saying, unfortunately, you are not an individual. I mean, yes, you are, but you have to operate in society. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is what the brother is saying right here. I guarantee you, if you had a book or that your creator or what you believe your creator gave you, right, we would find all kind of errors and discrepancies in it. This logic that you're talking about doesn't follow at all. Don't mind how I'm talking. I'm from New York. I talk like this. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to understand what, brother. 1 second. You have. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I have family in the Bronx, so it's all good.
I went to elementary school in the Bronx, just so you know. I went to elementary school in the Bronx. I was singing in Spanish in the kindergarten. It was crazy.
Holla. but anyways, so what the brother, hey, Muslim Rockstar, what's your name, brother?
Nadim,
mashallah, tabarakallah. So the brother Nadim, what he's saying is we have to operate in society. So if here in this country everybody just wanted to be individuals, there would be no laws. What's the point of laws? Everybody could just do whatever they want to do, follow what they want to follow. And that's why what he was also saying was that if everyone followed a particular way of life, specifically Islam, there wouldn't even be jails. Like, obviously, right? There's probably still would be, because people, even if they're Muslims, they do crimes and things of this nature. So I was just being silly. But if there are no laws, like the brother here, Amos said, it's anarchy.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Everybody kind of think about the social justice, man. You got to think about
but hang on, my brother. And just to clarify, anarchy. Hang on, very quickly. 10 more seconds. Very quickly. Anarchy does not mean that it's a system of chaos. That's not what it means. You can look up the word anarchy, but basically anarchy is kind of do your own thing. You understand what I'm saying? So we do need laws. We need something to follow, because if we don't, we will go crazy. Anyways, go ahead, bro.
I keep you guys saying individuality. I am not alone with this. It's a whole tribe of us, yo. So
okay, so pause a second. So Islam came to end tribalism, just so you know. I mean, Islam came to end tribalism, because tribalism leads to racism, which leads to bigotry, which leads to I'm better than you, exclusiveness, cult behavior.
That's brother. Okay. That's true. I agree with you, but I think he wants to get off. So let him say his last couple of words, and then we can get to Dreddy, because he's been sitting there for a minute.
It's okay.
It's a tribal thing for us. Like my people, it's a tribe. I understand you're saying tribal. You have your point, and you're saying that tribal will lead to individuality and all that. Just because you guys have not heard about this information doesn't necessarily mean that it's anything divisive towards other people. It's just things that we know, that we practice, things that we grew up on, and things that we are doing to make our connection to the Great Spirit. So
who's the we? Before you leave, I'm sorry, who's the we?
Who is the we?
Yeah, you said we. Who's the we?
The code keepers for our Great Spirit.
So, is that what it's called?
That's who I'm explaining it to you guys as.
So what's the name of your religion or your tribe?
Not a religion. It's a way
okay, what's the name of your tribe? What's the name of your way of life?
Keep the code for the Great Spirit.
You got to give me a name.
We'll call them code keepers. Okay, we'll call them code keepers. That's it. CK.
Exclusive. You know, if you told me you were Taoist, I could talk to you about Lao Tzu. But I don't know what this code keeper thing is.
And look, we're not saying this to like make you we're not making fun of you, bro. We're asking because listen, Jaguar. The reason we're saying this is because typically in a situation like this, I would say bring your proofs. That's it. Like, give me your book so we can analyze it. Because if there's nothing to go off, you're basically saying we just kind of go off of our own intuitions, our own bodily functions, and things of this nature, what we decide is best. Do you see what I'm saying? So bring your book so we can analyze it.
So I don't know if you forgot what I said, that we study all of you guys' religion. All of you guys' religion is something that we take from. If you want to say what book, you can go to the Quran.
Who's your teacher?
Brother.
Sorry, I gotta jump real quick. Who's your teacher? Who's your teacher?
Who's my teacher?
Who's your teacher? I'm sorry?
The Great Spirit is the teacher.
God?
The Great Spirit is the teacher.
Does he talk to you directly?
We connect through the frequency. Like,
okay, when you say we read books, right?
You guys have a religious mindset, so it has to be a God, or what connection that I make to a God. So that's a religious thought.
Okay.
Spirituality is totally different. If you don't understand the frequency of how
spirituality will never bring social justice in this country.
Hey, in this country,
it's not going to happen.
This is for where my people is from.
This is not going to happen. The second thing I want to tell you is if you go around picking from books,
I've never been disrespectful and judge how you worship your Allah. I never said that you were wrong. I never said that.
We haven't said that. We haven't said that either, bro.
I already said you're half Muslim. You have respect for a creator of the universe.
That it wasn't, and that's disrespectful. I don't think I was disrespectful to you guys.
Wait, bro, Jaguar, 1 second. Whenever we talk, it cuts your mic off for whatever reason. I noticed there's some people that like their phones are like that. Like when we say, if a sound goes through my mic, your voice gets cut off. So, brother, just when he's speaking, let him speak, because it's easy for us to cut him off because that happens. So first of all, we are no one here. If he disrespected you, I would check him on that immediately. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I don't think anybody here disrespected you. If someone in the chat is doing that, please stop. But I don't think anyone is. Maybe they are. I'm not watching the chat. Don't talk to us. Don't read the chat. You know what I'm saying? We're trying. Look, we are Muslims. We have a particular methodology of like trying to weed out the truth, right? Or a particular thing. That's why we're asking questions, and it might sound like we're being condescending or something like this, or being jerks. But walaikum salam, we are absolutely not doing that. If you feel like that, then I apologize, but that's not what we're doing. So,
okay. So here's my question, real quick. So since you said what book or what can I refer to, and I told you I study all. Who is the Sephardic Jews? Who are the original Sephardic Jews? Y'all know who that is?
No, I don't know what that means.
Sephardic Jews are Moors. They call themselves Moors. Moors have no ethnological value because it was given to them, that particular group of people, by the Romans. So they don't have ethnological value, and they are the ones that talk about Islam and Muslims and stuff like that, and that's why you guys have that flag inside the the White House or whatever. Anyways, but I'm not even going to digress on that shit. Now, the reason why I wouldn't look, I'm not disrespecting your teachings, who taught you, your mosque or anything like that. I just don't deal with religion. I'm more of a spiritual being. You know what I mean? I don't deal with Jesus. I don't deal with the New Testament. I don't deal with some of these things that's in the Old Testament. I deal with wisdom. Wisdom is mama. Wisdom is your mother. Wisdom in the security is your father.
My mama. No, I'm kidding.
That's wisdom. That's wisdom. Unfortunately, I know this conversation, you probably didn't get shit from it. Like, this dude is off his fucking rocker.
Yo, don't please don't curse on my stream, homie. Please, bro. Please.
So I know my bad. You would probably say that this dude has lost it and he don't know what he's talking about. He's all over the place.
No, I don't think you've lost it at all. But I would not. I don't think that you're crazy. No one here thinks you're crazy at all. I know that there's some people in here that are saying that in the chat, like, oh, this guy he's completely confused. I would say there is some confusion in what you're saying. I mean, Christians aren't crazy; they're just confused. I believe that. I don't think you're nuts. But people, I've never said, bro. I've never said that, man. I've never said that. I never even thought that. Would I say that you're confused? I would say yes. I would say that you are confused. But this whole Sephardic Jew stuff, like being the Moors,
that's who it is. That's who
look. You got to bring me proofs of like these bloodlines and things like that. Like the Sephardic Jews are the Moors, or you got to give me proofs. And that's the thing. We don't in Islam. We don't just believe just to believe. We have the Quran, which is the basis. The Quran is the absolute most corner piece of Muslim belief. We do not believe because we want to believe. We believe because of the evidences provided in the Quran. We are rational, logical, thinking human beings. Do you understand?
So as far as Noble Drew Ali, what do you think of that individual? Because he said Jesus was a full-born Canaanite.
I don't know who that man is. I'm not that well versed in this stuff. I dig more into the Bible. Let me give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hey yo, Snow. Hey, Muslim, rock star Nadim, come back into the queue, please.
So anybody
Or world, give me 1 second. So hang on, my bro, hang on. Yeah. Hey, Snow, come back into the queue. I'm gonna get you back up here in a minute. Hey, Dreddy.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, brother. Come back into the queue. We're gonna get to you very, very soon, like within the next 5 minutes. Okay.
All right. Be blessed.
I got
All right,
4
thanks. You
minutes.
too,
I got
man.
to roll, but I want to come to the point of unity. If you look at any human.
I'm here for.
Wait. Hang on. Okay. Hey, brother, World Dawa, there was a really, really bad echo, brother. I apologize. I had to get you off because it was pretty bad.
I like the echo. I sound like I'm at one of those monster truck rallies. So the only thing I wanted to point to you lastly is that if you look at any human like movement, any movement we've had in history, you always have like one leader. Whether it's a good or bad movement, you always have one leader, right? So I say this in response to the statement you made earlier that you pick and choose from different books, and then that's how it formulates the belief. I would say you can't do that. You're not going to get to a conclusion, right? You got to pick one leader. That's what it is. It's all about leadership. One person you're going to rally behind, and then you have an actual. And that's why I understand you're fighting against the notion of religion, which is why you don't want to do that. But the big part about Islam is the social justice that comes with it. And the Prophet was correcting people when they said racist things. The Prophet Muhammad, he corrected them when they said racist things because he set the standard from the very beginning. So that's the only thing. That's the last thing I want to say to you. I got a work meeting in 2 minutes, but I just wanted to think about that as well. That if you only pick and choose from books, then you might feel good inside. You might feel like, oh, I'm appeasing all these different religions. You said before, there's some things in the Quran that I take, right? The Quran says take all of it and embrace and all of it completely. Allah says in the Quran to take this book completely. And he also ridicules people that pick and choose from different books. He says, are you going to take from one book? Are you going to take pieces from one verse from here and a verse from there? It's because it's not logical. We can't function like that. Pick one way, go with it. And I would invite you to look at Islam because we have a living example in what the Prophet Muhammad did on the land practically. It's not some theoretical religion. It's not some theoretical belief. It's not just codes. These codes were put into action during his lifetime. And that's one of the amazing things about the Prophet Muhammad, that no one comes with a new system of life and implements it in their lifetime. Bro. Say again?
Muhammad is thought. I just showed you that.
I don't know where you got that from or what that even means.
I personally do not believe that Muhammad was a Baphomet. I don't believe that.
I don't know what that means, bro. I have to go. I followed you. I'm going to go research that and come back. But people can make a million claims. The fact of the matter is he led humanity towards, he led the people in Arabia and beyond towards a unified belief where they started treating each other well. They ended racism, brought social justice, brought economic justice. So even if he is what you said he is, I would still follow him. Because the fact of the matter is, look what he did in society. He changed the whole society. He wasn't some theoretical armchair philosopher. He made things happen. He fought in battle. It doesn't matter. The proof's in the pudding. And I got to roll to my meeting. I appreciate you, brother. May Allah guide us and bless us all. Get you later, man. Please follow me back. Follow me too. Let's continue the conversation.
All right. I'm gonna get World Dawa in here real quick. Give me 1 second.
So you're gonna get somebody to anybody know who Noble Drew Ali is? He said that Jesus was a full-blown Canaanite in his Circle 7 book, bro. Like anybody can expound on that. See, that's why when I say I read all books, because there's discrepancy in it all. Because if Jesus was a Canaanite, Lot, well, Ham, children of Ham was cursed.
Right. I feel you.
And if Ham is the progenitor of the so-called dark races, and if Jesus was a Canaanite, according to Noble Drew Ali, then he was cursed. So how can he be a Messiah when he's cursed? Now, cursed towards who? Who say he's cursed? Again, that can go up for debate, because a lot of people would say, if you're saying that Jesus was cursed, then how can you say that you believe certain things in the Bible, and now you're saying that you believe that in the Bible? Again, I read all of it and come up with the truth on my own. So everybody, when you read something, You always read and search for discrepancies because you can't take everything face value that was written all the time. You have to read for discrepancies. That's just
well,
that's
one area I'm going to disagree with you, because if we lean on our own understanding, our own understanding is false. Truth comes from Allah or God, whichever one you believe in.
I didn't say read under your own understanding. I said read for discrepancies. Discrepancies is not under my own understanding or your own understanding.
He's saying he's getting these understandings from multiple sources, which to me would kind of cause chaos.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't agree with that, because a house divided against itself will surely fall. So if you pick and choose other religions on what you believe in other books, then in my point of view, your spiritual view will be flawed, because every religion most of the time is against each other. So you're pretty much fighting against yourself spiritually if you take and choose from other books that disagree with each other.
Okay, so here's another question. Then why do you? So with that particular lie, are you subjugating your Allah to one book, and your Allah don't have many, is all over, is everywhere? That's what you're saying?
He had no Allah. Like I said,
Allah is all, and Allah is everywhere. So search and seek truth in every aspect of whatever the Creator made, regardless if you feel like it's bad or not. It's something that the Creator created. So there is something good in everything and all.
I understand where you're coming from,
brother. Hang on. That's true. That's very, very true. Thank you, Dreddy. Allah is not everywhere. Allah is above the heaven and the earth, right? He's outside of time and space. He had sent the message down to particular groups of people over time, and then gave us the last, the final revelation in the Quran. That's the last one to come. There will be no other Qurans or any other messengers to come after him with a different book. So wait.
Allah didn't made you?
I didn't say he didn't make me.
So
I never said that.
Okay, in other words, you're saying that Allah is not everywhere. So if Allah is not everywhere, is he you or not?
Listen, very, very quickly. Don't go anywhere. Brother Shawan, I have the brother here, Nadir. Is this Nadir? I'm sorry. Hang on. Nebi, brother Nebi from. Oh, hang on a second. Okay. Hey, Nebi, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. So the brother Nebi, he is a Muslim. However, he never took his shahada. So I told him that we were going to do his shahada through WhatsApp here. So we're gonna do his shahada.
Actually, kind of funny.
What's that, brother?
You can only hear me, or can everybody?
No, everybody can hear you.
I can hear you.
So basically, I just want to say it was kind of actually a funny story how this came about, where some brother was making sense. We were talking about, I forget what, and I was like, wow, man, make me want to become a Muslim, jokingly.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Come to think about it, I never actually took my shahada. I was a Muslim for years now. Never actually took my shahada in public.
Yeah.
And then that's when Brother Isa was like, hey bro, I think we should have to do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man, I've been living it. I know how to say it. Let's get it done.
Okay, cool. So he's gonna once he's done with the phone call, he's gonna go back into the chat, and then you'll see who he is, so you guys can congratulate him and welcome the brother into Islam officially. And that way you guys can put the shahada to a face, right? And then we know who it is that took the Shahada so we can all testify before Allah on Yawm al-Qiyamah, or the day of judgment, that the brother had in fact taken the Shahada. Okay, so brother Nabi, it's funny because his name is Nabi. So I love it, mashallah.
Over the years, it's been said Nabi, Nabi. Over the years, Americanized, but yeah. Okay.
No, it's Nabi. It's Nabi, which is actually in Arabic means prophet.
No.
No, I know that, but that's Nabi is a prophet. So we get you, bro. We know you don't need any.
Arabic Nabi means aware.
Aware. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is what I was told by a Nigerian brother actually one time.
Okay, all right.
Actually, half Nigerian, half Somali.
Okay, all right, bro.
Arabic speaker said Nabi. They used to use it in a marketplace where the sky doesn't get ripped off on the scales. He's Nabi.
Okay. I got you. So how do you say your name? How do you say your name properly?
It's Nabi.
Nabi. Okay.
The brother
all right, cool.
In the end have a hey Nabih.
Nabih. Okay, Nabih. Okay. All right. So let's get this thing done, man, because the people are getting antsy. They want to hear this already. So
ain't no time to waste, man. I've been living the life. I know how to say it. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh.
Allahu Akbar.
Testify that there is only one God and Muhammad is his last and final messenger.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Brother,
accept that from me.
Yeah, inshallah, brother. I'm glad that
you were saying earlier, like you were saying earlier, we don't just believe to believe. We believe because the evidences. There's evidences right here in front of your face. How do you reconcile this? You can't. This is why we believe. We don't just believe to believe.
Absolutely.
Earlier in chat, you said something. I'm like, you know what? I wish I could rewind that. I wish somebody recorded that. That'd make a good TikTok for real.
Absolutely. So, brother, go in the chat and listen to the conversations. I'll try to get more people to follow you, and inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, thank you guys for everything. I didn't need to see all that, man.
No, you good, bro. Don't worry about it.
You guys were having a good discussion. I'd rather listen to you guys' discussion.
No. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying. So you can so the people can see your profile. They'll see your face and things like this.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Inshallah. I was enjoying the chat. I'll be back there.
All right, brother. Salaam alaikum.
Brother. I really appreciate that, man.
No problem. Salaam alaikum.
Allah accepts from all of us.
Absolutely.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Salaam alaikum. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. There is no God but God, and the Prophet Muhammad is the last messenger of Allah. That's all he said. That's it. That's what it takes to become a Muslim, Jaguar. And I guess like what we were saying and what we're trying to get you to understand is that we like the brother was saying, we do not just believe to believe, right? My nipples ain't tickling today, so therefore I believe. I got some hairs in the back of my head, sticking up, and I believe. No, I read the book. The book has proofs in it. Those proofs, you can search them up. You can look them up. You can talk to scientists. You can talk to the best linguists and things like this. Everything is you would find everything you need in the Quran, everything, and then you believe. All right. But yeah, man. There's the brother right there, Nabi Phillips. So everybody follow the brother, inshallah. So like I said, or like he said he's been a Muslim for years, but he just never did the Shahada publicly. And it is our part of our understanding that if you are a Muslim, right, but never taken the Shahada, or you want to become a Muslim, that is the very first pillar of Islam, is to proclamate with your mouth what you believe in your heart, and you enter the fold of Islam. Well, Brother Shwan, do you agree with that?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Yeah, mashallah, beautifully said. And also, I want to add something into it. As the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever forsake whatever he grew up with, any household, anything except than Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the person entered the Islam, he will wipe away every single thing, major, small sin he done in the past. And then whatever he does in a good deed in the future after he's taking his shahada, every good deed it will be counted as a double reward for him. For example, we pray, I born Muslim. If I pray one salat, it will be once. Whereas this brother, he just did the shahada. If he pray, it will be subhanallah twice. It will be written down for him. Is in Book al-A'mal. Alhamdulillah. Brother Nabi,
Allahu
inshallah,
Akbar.
welcome to the Islam. We all brother and sisters. If you need any help, any question, please just don't hesitate. Text us. Be in contact with us. Inshallah, we will be there any time. Inshallah.
Inshallah. All right.
Brother,
Jaguar, how are you, Jaguar?
I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and
before you go, I need you to stay 5 minutes, Jaguar. I want to talk to you, brother. Introduce yourself to me, brother. Introduce yourself to me. I'm a Muslim. Who are you?
I'm Jaguar. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I know I'm not an Islamic person. I'm not a Hindu. Anything. Right. It's just the guys made a approximation that they're just gonna call me code keeper. So that's me.
No, you tell me who you are. What are you? Do you have a faith? Do you believe?
No.
So you popped out from nowhere. Sorry, it's just respectfully, but I just want to get to somewhere. So do you believe there is a creator?
All right, let me tell you. My people are indigenous to America. We worship, we pay homage to the Great Spirit here. So any type of foreign deities that was brought over here to us that's what it is. It's just foreign deities. I mean, my people
Brother, forget the people. Just tell me about yourself. What is your belief?
As far as what? Like, be more specific.
Okay. Do you believe this universe?
In Allah, I don't believe in Islam. I don't believe in Christianity.
It's okay. Lakum dinukum waliyad-din. Lakum dinukum waliyad-din. You go with your belief, I go with my belief. But we're here to talk. If I open a conversation about the cars, food, culture, language, we would have a long conversation and you would love to listen to that. But why when you come to a religion and a faith, why people are like, you know what, I'm not interested. Let's have a talk, brother. Just 5 minutes. I'm not taking you long, to be honest. I promise you.
I don't believe in religion. I'm more of a spiritual person.
Okay, spiritual person. Do you think spiritual person, is he following subjective or is it objective person?
I don't want to answer.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. I'll bring you an apple. You have a bite, I have a bite. Do we get the same taste in our mouth?
Yeah, but I probably have some of your DNA in me after that.
No.
Sharing the apple.
Brother, listen. To be honest, be just sincere. If we have a bite from the same apple, or let's something bigger, watermelon. You have a half, I'll have a half, right? Do you get the same taste I get in my mouth? Really? Is that what you're talking about?
I guess if you put it in that, using that as an example, yeah.
No. What I said, you might not even like the apple. You might even not like the watermelon, even to open it, to touch it, to just smell it. What I'm trying to say, subjectiveness is just emotional, my brother. It's like when you watch a film, like a romantic movie. In the end, when the boys and girls getting on together and have a hug, astaghfirullah, like kissing, so beautiful, you get a goosebump. Likewise, when you watch the action movie, in the end, oh, come on, I want to be in that side. This one, I want to be a winner. You get goosebump. This is all emotion, brother. Has nothing to do with the spiritual God. The God is a God perfect. As you see, he created everything perfect. The sky's got a blue color. The green is a green, right? The leaves comes out in a spring. The snow comes out in a winter. Sun shining in a day. You see that this is a nature. This Islam is a religion of the nature, brother, right? You can't say No, I don't believe in. Well, I agree with you. There are so many false gods. I agree absolutely. That's why the Shahada is all about. La ilaha. There is no false God. Illa Allah. There is no God. You know, in Arabic, mistakenly, so many Muslims thinking Allah is an Arabic word. No, Allah is not an Arabic word. Allah is the name of the God of the universe. If you speak to an Arabic person, Arab, say, call me a God, you will say, Ilah. Ilah is a God. Right? When we say La ilaha, there's no God, like false God. La ilaha illa Allah, but Allah, right? People need to study. You need to study, my brother, right? So now we come to know subjectiveness doesn't make any sense. Why? I tomorrow like BMW, you like Mercedes. If you can't force me to like the Mercedes, you can't force me to like the BMW, which is I don't like. Likewise, I can apply it to you. Whatever spiritual things you believe is belong to you, brother. Let's talk about objectiveness. Like, for example, apple is apple. You can't deny that apple is apple. We are both agree that apple is apple. Right? So let's talk about it. What do you have as a person who's spiritual? Let's say I'm not guided. There is no Islam. Let's just for the sake of argument, there is no Islam. I'm looking for a faith. What do you have to offer me, brother?
Worship the Great Spirit. Like
yes,
it's the
great
all.
spirit.
Let me say one thing, Shuan, kind of what you were saying, right? So, okay, you call yourself a code keeper, or this is what you do. So I'll call you a code keeper, and it is not to be disrespectful because I get what you're saying, right? So that would make sense. Basically, a code keeper is someone who takes truth from all the books, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm asking you, Jaguar, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you were truly a code keeper, then you would see that the name Allah is in all the manuscripts that you read. Old Testament, New Testament, Quran.
That's
right? So you should be calling that great spirit Allah. So then you're not true to your own word.
You see, Jaguar.
Does that make sense?
It is absolutely makes sense. Thank you for rephrasing the my sentence. But I was about to ask him, brother Isa. I was about to ask him. Okay, I'm lost. There is no Islam. There's no Quran. Nothing about like this kind of stuff, right? I am looking for a faith. I come to the brother Jaguar. Brother Jaguar, what you have to offer me? You responded, worship God in a great spirit, right?
My thing is, see, this is the deal with this is the problem that I have with religion instead of spirituality, because people always want to subjugate the Great Spirit as a title for them so they could be comfortable with it. Then
Allah is a name, not a title, my brother. It's a name, not a title.
Okay, so the Great Spirit for me,
it's also a title, by the way.
Okay, that's the title. I feel comfortable of knowing that our Great Spirit, which is the Wakan, which is Hawa, is not subjugated to a male, female deity or anything of that nature. It's the all. It's the breath we breathe. It's the air. It's the ground. It's the sun. It's the moon. It's the whole vibration. That's the Great Spirit. So when you come to me asking me what's your belief, then you believe in the all. You believe in the all. That's what you're breathing it. That's if you're looking for me asking for faith, then you believe in the all. You continue to live your life as a good individual. So you want me to say that individual, I'm halfway there, because if I'm speaking that way, then that's Allah. Okay, so fine. Let me put it like this. Okay, then fine. I'll go with that. I'll go with that school of thought. Okay, then that's Allah. Okay, that's Allah. But however, what messenger that you're talking about that came and did all this thing, that sending the message down? Because you, my brother, told me earlier that Allah is not everywhere.
Allah's majesty is everywhere, not Allah himself. You need to understand, brother. That's the reason we're here to learn from each other. Allah is not everywhere. His majesty is everywhere. Let's say, for the sake of argument, let's say Allah is not in the toilet, right? Okay, People can come up. He says, "Na'udhu billah." Okay, if Allah is not the toilet, His Majesty, then people can do whatever they want in toilet, and Allah is not aware of that. Brother, you need to understand. Allah Himself is above His creation. He's not. Allah is not within His creation, right? But Allah's majesty is everywhere. Allah is all hearing. He doesn't have an ear, but He's all hearing. Allah is all seeing. He doesn't have an eye, but He's all seeing. And also, in the same time, He's not in the creation. That's the problem, brother. Look like, imagine the man have a factory, the factory producing a chewing gum. And like you telling me the owner of the chewing gum factory become a chewing gum itself. It absolutely doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Let me tell you about the Great Spirit. Just give me 1 second, yeah?
But I mean, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but it doesn't make sense because you have children. If you have any kids, that means even though you are not your kids, but your kids have your bloodline, and you are partially responsible for creating that kid. So if Allah created,
let him hang on. Let him finish so I can hear what he's saying. Go ahead, Jaguar. Go ahead.
If Allah have made the creation, if you are part of Allah's creation, then why can't you say and admit that Allah is within you? All I'm saying is the Great Spirit created all, and the Great Spirit is within
brother. Okay, brother. You listen. You're misunderstanding what the brother is saying. Allah, if God is in this creation, He ceases to be Allah. Do you understand what I'm saying? He is not in the creation. However, when you look at the complexity of the eye or the liver and the heart, or you look at the trees, the birds, the mountains, the distance from earth to the sun, His majesty, his signature is on all these things. That's what we understand. If I say Allah is within the tree, A'udhu Billah, the brothers would say, hold on, you better clarify that. You better be right in what you're saying. I wouldn't say that. What I'm trying to say is that Allah created everything. Look at the beauty of the rose and the stars and the moon and all. Hang on, brother, please, man. Relax for a minute. Allah is within his fingerprint, right? His fingerprint is on everything that He's created, but He is not the creation. So we glorify God. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand, but it doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna just go ahead and end it like that.
Okay. I think, yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right, my bro. Take care, man. Thanks for joining. Yeah, this is precisely why we say, some people just they. This is precisely why they don't come to Islam. And Allahu Alam, may Allah take the veil away from the brother's eyes, because someone like this, I believe, will be a great addition to Islam. But the brother is literally confused, and he didn't even concede to the point. He said that he takes truth from all the books. If this is true, then you should say that your God is Allah, because in all the books, Allah is written in all these books. Do you see what I'm saying? But he's like, nah. So of course he's just in denial. I believe, and no disrespect to the brother. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. How you doing, Hamid?
Yeah, Anakhi, Assalamu alaikum, Hamami. Okay, let me just close my statement because I cannot really talk. I'm driving. I don't want to bother you guys as well. Akhi, my first question was, if you remember, he diverted, right? I asked him, as a spiritual worshipper of God in the biggest great spiritual, I asked him, what you have to offer me as a person who worship God in a spirit, right? That's why he collapsed. He could not respond to my question. Why? Because he could. Okay, he says, okay, worship what I worship. I says, okay, present me your feeling. That's the problem they have. When it comes to emotion, when it comes to experience, the people cannot, they just prove it to us, show it to us like a tangible proof. There you go, this is my feeling. So that's his collapse. This is become a subjectiveness, whether everyone have their own subjective. We also believe in God in a spirit. I can bring a speech of the ulama. wallahi, uqsam billah, if anyone listen to it, it make you cry. But Muslim, we believe in God in the spirit too as well. But we are more likely not believing in Islam because my mother seen the Prophet ﷺ in her dream. No, Islam is not based on that, like the other beliefs. Islam based on the logic, based on the proofs, based on reality, based on the actions. That's what it is. Yeah, inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide him. Sometime I will join you, brother, inshallah. I'm driving, I do apology. Barakallah
No
fikum.
problem.
Have me on, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa
Assalamu alaikum.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Brother Isa,
Yeah.
what I wanted to say to him, he said Allah is in all of us, right?
Yes, I would agree to a
Is it
certain extent. Yes.
in all of us? Allah is in all of us. Is Allah inside a murderer?
No.
Is he inside a serial rape? You know,
Well, Alhamdulillah. Right. And that's why I say I agree that Allah's fingerprint, and when I say fingerprint, I mean his work is within us, within the trees, the mountains, the stars, the moon, and all these things. But he is not within us as if, you know, it's weird. It's like Allah is like a puppet master, and his spirit is the string, and his spirit is inside of each individual human being. Like this like these thoughts are, it's mind-boggling. It's weird. It's absolutely weird, and it doesn't make sense.
and
So
you
I
know
get
what?
what you're saying, Hammam.
Yeah. So basically, if you say that Allah is in all of us, then guess what? That negates the problem of free will. You don't have free will. Whatever you do is is Allah controlling you right now.
Yes.
That's what
Right.
negates the problem. That's number one. Number two, I was gonna say when you go take a poo poo, is that Allah exiting? Yani astaghfirullah al-azim, because He's inside of you. What the hell is this, man?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. All right,
So
listen,
also,
Hammam. Hang on one second, because the brother Dreddy, man, he's been sitting here for a while now, and
It's okay.
I
I've
want
been
to.
enjoying it.
Okay, no, that's cool. But I want to talk to you for a moment. This is the first time I'm talking to you, so what's going on, Dreddy? What's your I guess religious leanings or beliefs?
I am Jewish, but I do believe that Yeshua was the Son of God. But I do respect y'all's religion as well. I think Islam is peaceful. I don't think it is what a lot of people say it is, on TV and stuff like that. And I do find y'all's religion very interesting. I have studied Islam to a certain extent. I do want to learn more.
Okay.
I want to be more knowledgeable. But as far as that guy said, I have to agree with y'all. How he says, it's in the trees and stuff like that. That comes down to a form of idol worship too, where you're worshiping objects and not the true God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I do agree with what you say about that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, do you believe in Allah?
I do. Yes.
Do you believe in the Quran?
From what I've read, like I said, I just now started studying it. I haven't studied it much enough to quote it by memory, but I have studied.
That's fine.
So whenever you say Isa and Miriam, I know that's Jesus and Mary. I know some of the miracles Jesus had performed in the Quran, and I know some of y'all's prophecies with the Mahdi and stuff like that.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So do you believe in the Prophet Muhammad?
Yeah.
You're a Muslim, man. You're a Muslim. I think you should look. There's been plenty of Jews that became Muslims because they understand, right? So Jews at the time of Moses, or excuse me, not at the time of Moses, but Jews before Jesus came, when Jesus arrived on the scene, and it was confirmed that he in fact was the Messiah, which many Jews denied. But when it was confirmed that he was a Messiah, the Jews should have accepted Islam at that moment, and they didn't. So the Prophet Muhammad now comes for a message to the entire world. The good thing is that you believe in the Prophet Muhammad. So I would say that you are you are a Jew by birth, but are you a Jew by religion?
By birth.
Okay, so then you're not okay. So I'm glad we made that clarification, because then I would say you're not a Jew in the sense that you practice Judaism, right? You're just a Jew by birth.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so you're a Muslim. What are you waiting on?
Like I said, I'm interested. I need to do more studies. People that get on here and have been disrespectful, I have come to your live before, especially people that are saying they're Christians and coming on here being extremely disrespectful and not knowing to defend the faith. It's kind of annoying, but I do like your lives, and I do learn from your lives.
That's
Brother,
good, man.
can
I
I ask you a
appreciate you.
question, if you don't mind?
Yeah, 1 second. I appreciate you coming, to the lives, and I hope that you do continue coming into the live streams and interacting with me and other guests, and of course the chat. So I appreciate that. Go ahead, Hammam.
Yeah, when you said that Yeshua, I think you said that you believe he's the Son of God, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you said?
Yes,
So,
sir.
what do you mean by that? Because in the English language, to be the son, to be a son of, for Y to be the son of X, it could mean three things, right? One, it could be literally his son, like the begotten son, right? Or
Yes.
it could be an adopted a son through adoption, legal matter, right? Or we can
Yes.
have a son through sympathy, like or when an older person comes up to you and said, "Oh, my son," through empathy. You know what I mean? It's a figure of
Yeah.
speech. Yeah, which one of these definitions are you employing when it comes to Yeshua?
I believe that he is the son of God, because I have studied the Quran, like I said, a little bit, and I've studied also the Bible, and in both books, he had no earthly father. So in that way, I believe he is the son of God.
So do you
So he's
believe
saying like this, like the Son of God, as if God begot Jesus.
Yes.
Okay,
Esau,
so okay, so because he had no earthly father, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so what do you say about Adam? Adam had no father or mother. Was he also begotten of God?
That's true. But Adam
No,
also
answer
did
the
not.
question. Answer the question, please.
He also did not have a earthly mother, though. That's the one thing that confuses me about both, is because Adam did not have an earthly mother. Jesus had an earthly mother, but not an earthly father.
Okay, so Hammam, that's what we're here to do, is to kind of clarify these things and make it clear to you. Saying that Jesus, in fact, was not a begotten son of God. And no disrespect, just literally that's what we're here to do. So go ahead,
No, no
Hammam.
disrespect given. No disrespect at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So you said that Adam had no earthly father or no earthly mother, right?
Yes.
But based on your analogy, you're saying if somebody didn't have an earthly father, that makes God is his begotten father. So
yes,
if we apply the same standards to Adam, you might as well say that there is a mother God, right? A mother God that gave birth to Adam. A mother God and a father God got together and gave birth to Adam. If we're applying your analogy on this.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. That makes sense.
But you know what the Quran says about them?
What?
مثل عيسى عند الله كمثل آدم خلقه من تراب ثم قال له كن فيكون. Allah, the resemblance of Jesus is or Yeshua is just like that of Adam. He created them from clay. Then God said, "Be," and there was.
I believe that.
There you go, man. You're a Muslim, brother. You're a Muslim. You're getting there.
Yeah. The thing is, listen, I became a Muslim not because of the I guess the walkway or pathway that you're kind of taking, saying, oh, I need to kind of study more. I need this, I need that. I get it. I understand there are people like that, and obviously, to each his own. However, I didn't come to Islam like that. I came to Islam through a different method. The brothers treated me kindly, with respect and generosity, and that very day, I accepted Islam when the Imam asked if anybody wanted to become a Muslim, and I said I put my hand up. I said I would become a Muslim. after that is when I learned more about the Quran, more about the deen, because it's not a religion. Islam, it's not a religion. It is a deen, right? It's a way of life, a total, complete way of life. Are we spiritual beings? Absolutely. We worship God all the time. We make dhikr of Allah all the time. When I say Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh, all these things, these everything, we literally, Allah is the centerpiece of our religion. The Quran is second. Do you see? So
yeah,
I learned everything after becoming a Muslim. The thing is that you already have the belief, right? You have the belief that Allah is the uncreated creator and the Prophet Muhammad is his messenger. The Quran, I will tell you now, I don't lie, and you see that I'm very, very fair. You came into my YouTube channel, and I apologize, for you being muted on the live stream and things like that from some of the moderators. I am very, very fair. Most of the Muslims that I meet are the same way, So I would say don't take so much time trying to go through the Quran. Like, I need so much information. I promise, I've been a Muslim for 11 years, and there is so much that I don't know. Hammam had been a Muslim, I think, if I'm correct, his entire life. And he doesn't know everything. He doesn't. He doesn't. Even the brother Ijaz, he came up here earlier, and this brother is extremely smart. And I tell you yesterday, like when I tell you that this brother Ijaz is so smart and he has so much knowledge, it literally boggles the mind, right? Yesterday we were talking, I came into his live stream later on in the night after I did my live, and I asked him about Sa'd ibn Mu'adh. Sa'd ibn Mu'adh was a Jew, if I'm correct, who arbitrated a hearing, right, over the presiding basically over the 600 to 800 Jews who committed treason against the Prophet Muhammad. This brother, or excuse me, this brother Ijaz thought that it was somebody else. I corrected him. Even though he thought it was somebody else, like he didn't remember the name. But I told him, I said, brother, it was Sa'd ibn Mu'adh. So the brother is so knowledgeable. I'm telling you, if you were to talk to or just listen to him, speaking to like Christians and atheists and everybody, you'd be like, this guy like gets nothing wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? However, he doesn't know everything either. He is going to need, well, not need. No one will know everything. I honestly believe it's impossible. You can actually pick one of the sciences of Islam. So you have like Quran, you have Hadith studies, you got scientific studies. There's so many different things about Islam that you can study your entire lifetime and you will never master it. You would become very, very good and knowledgeable at it, but mastery, which would mean to me, is knowing everything there needs to be, or everything that is known about a particular thing. You will never know it. So just trying to say, you know what, I need to wait until I have all the information. By that standard, you will never become a Muslim. Like, you'll never take your Shahada. So I would simply say, don't be afraid, because you could always leave Islam if you want. No one is forcing you to become a Muslim, and no one is going to force you to leave. You do whatever you want. Allah says in the Quran, "La ikraha fid din." There's no compulsion in religion. We are simply here to give you the guidance, and you make your own decision. But from what Hammam and I said already, I believe you're a Muslim. You just need that nudge, man. You just need to accept. And once you become a Muslim, go ahead, keep studying. And if the Quran disappoints you in some way, you ask. You ask people who have knowledge, more knowledge than even me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You ask, and if you don't get your answers, excuse me, if you don't get answers, I would still say don't leave Islam over something like petty, but you know what I'm saying? You have the option to leave. No one stops you. No, you do whatever you want. You know what I mean? So I would
Yes.
ask you to come to Islam, my brother.
So what's your thoughts on the Mahdi and the end times? Do you think we're close to the end times and the Mahdi appearing?
I truly, and very respectfully, I don't know much about it. I am not the guy to ask about that sort of stuff. But hang on, the brother Hammam is coming back, so he might have a little opinion on this. But even brother Hammam, no one can say, no one can say, when the end times is, if we're close and things like that. You have to talk to people who actually study this stuff and like ask them what they think, because there's a lot of people that believe we're coming into the end times with the signs and stuff like this. Go ahead, Hammam.
Yeah, there's not much to add to it, but the Mahdi, who he is as a Sunni belief, is that somebody who's going to show up and lead the people before the return of Isa alayhi salam, or Jesus. But
Yeah, Isa.
nonetheless, no. So, but nonetheless, this is the. I mean, can I say that we're towards the end of time? We do see signs of what was prophesied by the prophet, but we don't see any major signs yet.
Yes.
You understand?
Because I know from what I've studied, the Mahdi will return, Isa will return, because the Mahdi will be Imam and Imam. I'm sorry, I have COVID. I'm kind of sick right now.
It's all good,
and
man.
then the two Dajjals will come as well to deceive.
Yeah. But man, nonetheless, I mean, when he's asking you to become a Muslim, yeah, I mean, the reason he's asking you now and not to delay it is that how many people do you see just, die, one day they're alive, the next day they die? I had a cousin just last May, subhanallah, man. I was speaking to him in the morning, and right before iftar, it was Ramadan, he was 29. He got a heart attack out of nowhere and just passed away. No one knew.
We're not promised tomorrow.
Yeah, we're not promised
Absolutely.
tomorrow. This is it, man. And then my cousin, bro, he just passed away like that. I was speaking to him in the morning, and then a few hours later, I'm getting a call. The guy passed away. Yeah, Allah have mercy on him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the good thing is, we believe as Muslims, if you die in the holy month of Ramadan, the blessings are immense. Like Allah must really love you.
He passed away 15 minutes before iftar.
Wow.
And he left the one
Wow. Allahu Akbar. My aunt, so my cousin, like I say, became a Muslim. And then I think like a few years later, she accepted Islam, which is his mother, accepted Islam. And I think she had cancer and things like this. And she died the second day, or no, I think if I'm correct, may Allah forgive me if I'm wrong, it was the first day of Ramadan. Like Ramadan hit, because we go off of the lunar calendar. We don't go off of America crap. You know what I'm saying? We go off of the lunar calendar. Right. So we go off the lunar calendar, and it was still within that day, if I'm correct, but she died on the first, let's say, second day of Ramadan. So the blessings, man. So look, I would ask you, brother, to become a Muslim today. Don't wait, because like you said, tomorrow's not promised. Look, you even got COVID. You know what I'm saying? My wife is sick too, but so what do you want to do, Dreddy? Don't be afraid. Listen, I promise you this. You take your Shahada, this weight would be lifted that you have. All your past bad deeds would be erased. Well, not erased. Allah will transform them and put them on your good deed scale. So you're brand new baby Muslim. I'm still a baby, by the way. I'm almost into my teenage years as a Muslim, because I'm 11 years old in Islam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And trust me, it was hard. It was only recently, I'm not going to get into it, but it was only recently when that I started actually praying all the time, like the time that I'm supposed to pray, my 5 daily prayers. And I've been a Muslim 11 years. So, you take your time. No one is forcing you. No one is going to sit here and, oh, you're doing it like this and do it like that. This is this is not Islam.
I don't know who that is. In the comments, somebody said my name. Ready. Burpees.
I think.
Baby.
Forget about the comments. Ready. Forget about the comments, bro.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you believe there's one God?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just asked him that. Fascinating, and this is why we're here, is to get people, because you're in America, right?
Yes.
Right. So, you're looking at people like you. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at someone kind of like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're here in the United States. I'm not an Arab. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not listening to some, Saudi dai, trying to call you to Islam. You got a fellow American brother sitting here telling you that this is the truth. I promise you. I'm not lying to you. Just accept Islam, bro. Give in to your Lord, man. This isn't Christianity, bro. You're not gonna go. You're not gonna start reading the Bible and start having all these crazy questions and not being able and someone responding, "Oh, it's a mystery, my son." No, this is not Islam. We don't believe that. It's a mystery. No, I don't want a mystery. I know that there are some things that cannot be explained, but when it comes to my salvation, it better be crystal clear. Do you understand?
Yeah. Eternity's forever.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna ask you again publicly, and this is the last time I'm gonna ask you. I'm not gonna push you, but I'm gonna publicly ask if you would like to join Islam.
I want to think about it a little bit more.
Okay.
It's
All
very,
right.
very big
That's fine.
decision.
No problem. No problem. And you take your time, but don't.
No offense to any of y'all. I love you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
It's all good, brother.
Yeah, it sounds like you'll be a great addition to the Ummah, man, because being born a Jew and you sound pretty smart, it sounds like you got your head on your shoulders. You're always see, I mean, trust me, you're not the only one. You're probably like, in terms of people that I've spoken to, you're probably like 10, like the 10th person that I've spoken to. Oh, I need more time. I haven't seen them again.
You'll see me again. I've come to your
No. Right. That's what's up. So yeah, man. So like what do you do then? Like what do you I guess like on a daily basis, like do you try to connect with God or
Oh yes, I would consider
you,
myself a very spiritual being. I pray. I study books. The only 2 books I've studied is the Bible and the Quran, as much as I can. My dad is a minister, so that's kind of why I'm on the fence.
Your dad's a minister. He's so he's a Christian.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Look, man, your true family is with Allah. Right, and what I mean is the Muslims, right, or people who believe in God, right? Obviously, you didn't have a choice of the family that you were going to be born into, but yeah, man, there are plenty of Muslims who become Muslims, and they were pretty much shunned from their family. Their families disowned them. cut them off. Sometimes they even kick them out of their house, and it could be a tough thing for a new Muslim, especially if they don't have any help after becoming a Muslim. A lot of times they go back to Christianity, or they just denounce religion completely. Do you understand what I mean?
Cousin
But
actually converted to Islam, and some of my family don't speak to him anymore.
I know. Trust me, I know the feeling from experience, but not firsthand experience. Because I became a Muslim, I could care less what anybody thinks. If my mom decided she didn't want to talk to me no more, it would be sad. But oh well. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care at all. My brothers, they're Christians, and they've never, hey, good for you, man. That's how it should be. If you think you're doing the right thing, it should be like that. Hey, man, good for you. Congratulations. I'm glad you found something that you believe in, right? But
that's how it should be.
It should be like that. But then there are family members who, like you said, they'll stop talking to you. They'll some parents would write you off their will, kick you out of the house. I mean, you kind of go down this spiral, but you always have the Muslim brothers and sisters to catch you. You know what I mean? When you fall.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of your dad. Your dad is made of flesh, okay, and made of mud and clay. The one who you should be afraid of is Allah. Now, that's not to say don't disrespect, or be disrespectful to your dad. Don't do that. He was the he was the one that helped in getting you into this world, right? So yeah, you respect your parents and things like this, but when it comes to religion, I would say you do what you believe is right.
I will. So what did you say about becoming Islam? What do I need to do?
To become a Muslim, you just take your shahada. So you just say with your mouth what you believe in your heart already. So you don't have to tell your dad that you're a Muslim. You already look like a Muslim, so he already knows you to be like this. But you can take your shahada right now, and obviously there are witnesses here that will know that you are a Muslim, so that before God on the day of judgment, we will testify to the fact that you are a Muslim. Do you see how that works?
I get what you're saying.
And a lot of people literally become Muslims, and they just do not tell their families for years. For years. People are telling you to recite the Shahada.
Yeah, brother, it just means the Shahada is just you testifying that there is one God and the Prophet is his last messenger. You testify we already believe it. That's what it means.
That's what we're saying. You're already a Muslim. You just have to say it with your mouth.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
What, you thought we were gonna dip you in a pool or something?
I didn't think y'all were Catholic. That was a joke.
I know. No, it's and that's what I was saying. Like, Islam is literally like that simple. That is the epitome of simplicity. Literally. I bear witness that ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. That's it.
Yeah, it just means I bear witness there is no other God but Allah, and the Prophet Muhammad is his last messenger.
There is no other God but Allah, and Muhammad is his last
No, sir. I'm not going to let you get away that easy. No, sir. If you're going to become a Muslim, we're going to do it the right way. Hey, you see, Hammam, you saw that, right? He tried. Okay. Listen. We're gonna give you a shahada, okay? We're gonna give you a shahada. You're just gonna testify and what you already believe in your heart and in your soul, right? You're gonna take your shahada, brother. Like I said, you don't have to tell your family members. Obviously, you can you deal with that in the best way you know how. Are you ready, my brother? Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. My brother, what's your name? I don't want to call you Dreddy. What's your name?
Yakov.
Nikov. Okay, brother.
Yakov.
Okay.
It's Jacob.
Yakov. Yeah. Oh, Yakov. Yakub. Okay, that's gonna be your name from now. Yakov. Yakub. That's a beautiful name. That's actually a very, very powerful name. So, Jacob, can you turn your camera on if you don't mind, sir?
Yeah, let me look not so messed up.
It's all right.
I already have the beard too. So
That's right. You already have the beard. All you got to do is kind of trim it a little bit, and you're a Muslim. You don't have to trim it. I mean, you should, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Allah. All right. My beautiful brother Yaqub. My beautiful brother Yaqub. All right. So we're gonna do it, guys. All right. We're gonna give the brother Yaqub his do you mind me calling you Yaqub or
That's
do you
fine.
want me to? Okay.
That's fine.
So the brother Yaqub just needed a little bit of push to come into Islam. So we got him here. I'm gonna ask you one final question and then we'll proceed. Has anybody forced you to accept Islam? Or are you doing this by your own volition?
I'm doing it by my own free will.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. All right, brother. Repeat after me.
Okay.
Ash. Hadu. Allah. Ilaha. Illallah. Wa ashhadu.
One more time.
Wa ashhadu. Anna. Muhammadan. Rasulullah. Rasulullah. Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah, brother. You are a Muslim. And now we're going to do the testimony and faith in English so you understand what you just said. And repeat after me. I bear witness. That there is no deity worthy of worship. Except Allah. And I bear witness. That Muhammad. Is his final messenger. Takbir, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah, brother, you're a very, very beautiful brother. Man, this is awesome, bro. This is number 2 for me. Actually, I would consider the other one. This is the second one today, but the other brother was already pretty much a Muslim. He just never did his shahada publicly. So, brother, I thank you for having the courage to come up here and give your shahada. You are a Muslim. You have Muslim brothers and sisters all over the world, literally all over the world. You know, you can always DM me on here if you have any questions. The brother Hammam, go ahead and follow the brother Hammam. You can ask him questions. He knows quite a bit about the Quran. I do like I said, I do more of let's say comparative religion. So I kind of deal more with like talking to Christians and some atheists here and there, and you know, people like you who really kind of need just like support in their beliefs. However, you know, we're here for you, man. If you need help with anything, there's another brother right here. His name is World Dawa. He's in the comments there at the bottom. I want you to follow that brother too. He has a wealth of information. Hey, Sarah, the brother Dreddy here he accepted Islam just now. So his name is Yaqub or Yaakov. So he said he doesn't mind being called Yaqub, so we'll call him Yaqub. Like I said, bro, anything you need, come to us. If you're reading the Quran and you find something that you would find, I guess, questionable, ask us. Don't ask your dad. Don't ask, you know, a devil worshiper. Don't ask an atheist. You are not going to get the correct answer. I promise you. So come to us, and we're here to help you. Do you have any questions, brother?
No, I'd appreciate it.
Good. Hang on one second. The brother World Dawa wants to come up very quickly.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam, Sheikh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Is that brother Yaqub? He took the Shahada.
I couldn't hear. I'm sorry.
He said he couldn't hear you, brother.
Oh, sorry. I said the brother Yaqub, he took the Shahada. Is he become Muslim?
Yes, just now, yes.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. My beloved brother, you're welcome to the biggest family in the world. How are you doing?
I'm getting over COVID.
Brother, I'll tell you something. Today, you have decided the biggest decision in your life. You are back to the original, the faith and the way of life you used to be. Islam tell us every baby born with a fitra. What does that mean? Natural inclination. And also proved by the Howard University. If you look up at the paper 2011, you come to know, yes, that every human being born with a nature. You are more than welcome, brother. As a brother Isa said, you're more than welcome. Give me a follow. I'll follow you back. And regarding the question, he said, if you face something in the Quran, like it's kind of ambiguous, you really don't understand, because there are ambiguous verses. The Quran itself tell us, if you don't know something, just go to the people of the knowledge. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell us in the Quran. If you don't know something, you can go to the people of the knowledge. That verse, that specific verse, or that particular verse you have a problem with, or you don't understand properly, then people of the knowledge will explain it to you with the proof and references. You are, again, my brother, I love you for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but I want you, please make dua, pray for me, because your prayer right now 100% accepted. Please make dua for all of the Muslims, people around the world, for the people with the suffer, with the difficulty. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take these, remove this difficulty, make it ease, and make us unit. And we want you, join the brother Isa as much as you can. Spread this and also share your journey with as many as people as you know, your friends, family members, inshallah. There might people come to Islam through you as well. MashaAllah.
Allahu Akbar.
And brother Isa, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve you, give you a knowledge, because of this platform again and again and again. You are the cause of those people coming to Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve you and your family and your loved one. Ameen, inshallah.
Ameen, ameen, ameen. And you as well, my brother. And you as well. Ameen, ameen, ameen. So, brother Yaqub, this is awesome, man. And look, just remember that you are now a messenger of God in a sort, right? Not like a messenger, like a prophet or something like this, or you have some divine knowledge, but it is your duty now to learn what you can, so that you might be able to spread that same message to others. All right. And even spreading the message, it's going to be a little difficult because you're brand new, but don't worry about that. Step by step, take it easy, relax. Allah did not does not at least from my understanding, Allah does not expect us to go from crawling to full blown running, right? So Allah in the Quran, he prohibited drinking alcohol in 3 stages. He didn't just give a book and say, you know what, all you people who drink alcohol cannot drink alcohol anymore. He didn't do that because it would not be accepted by the people, and Allah knows best, right? So if you remember the prohibition here in the United States, they made a law banning alcohol, right? These people went nuts. I mean, there was plenty of people who died because of prohibition, because they don't have the wisdom that Allah has, right? So if they were to introduce the banning of alcohol, they can't do it like that. They have to do it very, very slow, very slow. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, take your time. What you should do now that you have taken your shahada is you go and make ghusl. You take a shower. You say Bismillah in the name of Allah. You take a shower. You cleanse your whole body, and then what's the ashhadu Allah. Okay, and then you just go. I bear witness that there's no God but God after you've taken a shower, and that's it.
Alhamdulillah.
And also, that's
brother,
it. And
brother Isa, there is academic teaching about Islam through some kind of ulamas in around the world. If a brother Yaqub is interested, we can connect it with them. The first year is going to be free for him, absolutely zero. So he's not going to pay anything. If you wish to, I can connect him with those peoples so he can go through the academic study. He can pick whatever topic he like to Aqidah, Hadith, the life food of the Prophet Muhammad, learning Quran, learning Tajweed. So he can choose and pick the topic. We can put him through that. The first year's absolutely free. And the second year's, I believe, is a £6 a month, something like this. So if you wish to, inshallah, you text me, Brother Isa, Brother Yaqub, let Brother Isa knows. If you wish to carry on with that, we can connect you with those brothers. There is a code. We can send you a code and register yourself, and it'll be absolutely free for the first year for you.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
And I just want to say something about what Brother Isa said, taking Islam very... But really, you have a feeling to eat that cake, right?
I'm sorry, repeat that one more
Take
time.
it, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, Sean.
Yeah. Brother Yaqub, I always say Islam is like a cake, right? If you want to eat the cake all in one, then absolutely you're going to feel like strange, and probably you're going to start vomiting. What I would say is take a small spoon, like a teaspoon, take it bit by bit, and then you enjoy the Islam, you enjoy the cake, and you enjoy the benefit of the cake as well. That's why I always say, please take a very small step. If you want to learn Islam, why not? Maybe you want to be scholars, public speakers. You want to be like spreading this Islam around the globe. Why not? To make your mind, make a decisions. If you want to, inshallah, you can go through academic. If no, just information for yourself. We can guide you. We can give you a book. We can recommend the website. Because out there's so much false information. Please, brother, be careful. Do not be falling in the traps of the shaitan. So many people out there calling themselves Muslims, but absolutely they are not Muslims, and they are coming like attacking you with passages in the Quran. They're taking out of context. Be aware, if you face, we as Muslims, we listen to everyone. If you receive any questions, if you get any question, anything that try to make you feel bad, be relaxed. Don't take it to your heart. Bring the question to us. We will represent the answer for you through the references and proof from the book itself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We are an evidence-based faith, so we take the Quran very, very, very seriously. People, some of the things that people come up with, I promise you, this is what I was telling you. Like, I didn't know the Quran or anything like this. I just joined a religion based on how I was treated, and then later on, I learned and learned and learned more and more because I was being tested by outsiders, right? So like Christians or atheists and things like this, and they would just bring like the craziest. Oh, it's okay, brother. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Jazakallah, brother. People, they would throw all these verses at me and things like this, and I would go and research myself. Some of the things I was able to kind of disprove myself, from like what they were trying to bring me. Other things I didn't really know much knowledge of, I would bring it to someone who knew, and they would explain it. And simply, most of the, like, literally, I would say 99% of the times it's because the person who read it just doesn't understand the Arabic, doesn't understand why it was translated a certain way or whatever. They don't have any of this knowledge. So they're just going off of what somebody else told them or their own intellect. But if you don't know the language, then how can you say what you're saying is true, right? So they didn't understand the book, but yeah, do you have any questions?
What's a good Quran to get on my phone? And also I'm very interested in studying the is it Hadith?
Yeah, the Hadith studies. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I would the brother Shuan, or World Dawah, the one that was just here speaking with you, he'll be able to did you follow him, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So go and drop him a DM, let him know like what your aspirations are, like what you want to do, and he'll try to hook you up. You know what I mean? But like in terms of like me personally trying to like giving you like references like go and get this book or go and get this, I'm not really the one to ask about that. But like I said, there are brothers here, like the brother World Dawa or Shuan, Hammam and the brother Ijaz, and plenty of the brothers and sisters in here that would be able to help you get the right stuff. But for the time being, what I would say is you can go to Quran.com and so do you know how to spell that?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So just go to Quran.com and you have the whole Quran there. And they also have, you know, like they have the actual Arabic on there. You can click on a particular Arab word or the Arabic, you know what I mean? You can click on it and it'll sound or you can hear the recitation. It has the English there. It has the tafsir, which is like commentary about that. Tafsir study is also pretty cool because you're going into the study of what the scholars and say about the verses themselves in the Quran. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So tafsir study is actually really, really cool. I don't know like how like how someone goes through that, but like I said, the brother Shuan, he is better connected, I would say, than I am. But you can get the Muslim Pro app. It's called the Muslim Pro on the Play Store or the iPhone or whatever, and it has like the daily prayers on there, so it'll remind you when you have to pray. And like I said, just take your time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop down for a little bit. I think I'm about to start coughing really bad. I'm gonna stay in your live though. I don't think I can comment still because I'm muted, but I'm gonna hang in your live. I might pop back up in a little bit.
Okay, well, if you have to say something, you can come back. I mean, I am gonna. So what I do typically is once the number starts dwindling down to like right around what it is now. So we got about 60 people in here. So what I do is I normally now it's 52. So what I do is I end the stream and then I come back. So once the stream comes back, you shouldn't be muted anymore. Let me see if I can unmute you, man, because I can unmute you. I did unmute you. Okay, so I guess I could unmute people. I didn't know that I could do that. So here we go. You're unmuted. Yeah. So
I am extremely thankful you let me up. I know they might have muted me on accident or whatever, but like I said earlier, I genuinely was not being rude at all. I just had questions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And this is Isa. Send me the new brother. I'm reading something on YouTube. It says Isa, send the new brother to the EF Dawathon. Okay, brother EQ, just type the link. Matter of fact, type the link. If you have like any links, EQ, put it in the chat here on YouTube so that brother Yakub can go over there and he can see the. Are you still on the YouTube, Yakub, by any chance?
Yeah, I'm on
okay. Okay, so yeah, because one of the brothers is going to be sending a link or information to the EF Dawathon. Okay. And listen, my moderators, just hang on one moment, Yakub. This is precisely why I said, you have to have a level of discernment, right? You can't just go around muting people. Stuck for like imagine I can only imagine there are probably others who truly wanted to know more about Islam and you muted them and then they left. Do you see what I'm saying? How you doing, Zaina? So if you cannot like discern if you cannot make distinctions, differentiations between someone who is honestly seeking answers and people who are being rude and disrespectful and spamming, then I would suggest that you let me know and I'll take you off the moderator, and that way you don't have to deal with that. But the brother, mashallah, the brother was muted for asking questions. He went onto YouTube and told me this because there were like 400 people in here, so it was kind of chaotic. But he went onto YouTube because I'm streaming on there right now, and he said, "Hey man, I was muted," and I had to apologize to him because of what the moderators did. So he came back in here, and then he got on the live, and because he is sincere, he took his shahada. He became a Muslim. So I can only imagine the people that you've probably turned away. So you guys have to be very, very careful of what you do. Okay, very careful. And I shouldn't even really have to be saying this. So yeah, just be careful, guys. And if you're in doubt about, hey man, should I really mute this guy or something? Ask somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I do have to pray Dhahr. I stuck around a little longer because, the brother Yaqub here wanted to take the Shahada. So definitely, I'm sure Allah would not be upset for being a little bit late. But yeah, Zaina. So the brother here, Dreddy, he's on the live with me right now. His name is Yaqub, and he became a Muslim about 10 minutes ago. So. MashaAllah. So Yaqub, the brother EQ on YouTube put a few links on there. I don't know if you're on YouTube also, or if you can go onto YouTube, but go on there and look at the chat. If you can't see it, if you can't see the links, then just tell them to put it up again. Okay.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much. Be blessed.
Right. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. You too, brother. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, brother.
Same to you.
Just you would just say wa alaikum.
Wa alaikum.
Salam.
Salam.
That's it, brother. You're Muslim.
Yeah.
Go and take a shower, brother, if you can, as soon as you can. So go and take a shower, and be at some point in the shower, just say in the name of Allah. That's it. Just say in the name of Allah. And then you take your shower, you clean your entire body. And then when you have finished, you say, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. That's it.
I'm going to do that right now.
All right, cool. Cool, man. Thank you, Yaqub. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. We need more people to come in Islam, especially we definitely need more TikTok Muslims, because these people out here going crazy, reporting people for no reason and things like this. We need to call this Muslim talk. Yaqub, I know, brother, I know you're happy. I know you're happy, brother. I am happy for you. Everybody, when there was probably like 60 people before you took your shahada, and when they knew that, like, as soon as we were getting ready to give your shahada, about another 30 people joined the live stream. Literally, about 30 people joined the live stream just to see you take your shahada. This is we were talking about the witnesses that you need witnesses, and we're all here to witness that. It is the greatest day of your life. And may Allah bless you and grant you knowledge and happiness. Ameen, ameen, ameen. In this life and the next. Ameen, ameen, ameen. Yeah, you see this? Like, look, the sister Zaina said, I'm sitting at work, so happy for him, just listening and smiling. You don't understand the smile that you put on people's faces when you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Like, literally everybody gets happy. I'm happy. And I'm happy that I'm doing the work because I'm going to get all the benefits of any good deeds that you do, anybody that you bring into Islam. any good deed, I'm going to get a reward for that. Okay. And this is not like some pyramid scheme. This is just what we believe in Islam. Okay. So everybody else in here, if they had anything to do with your coming to Islam, they would also reap the rewards of that deed. So Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Somebody wants to come up here.
Hello, my brother.
What's up, David?
Hey, how are you, man? How's your day?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Are you a Muslim, brother?
Ex-Muslim.
Ex-Muslim, okay. And so we got the polar opposite in here right now. David, listen, I have to pray. I have to make my prayer, okay? So yeah. I'm going to come back, inshallah. Okay. I'm going to come back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end. I'm going to end the stream for about maybe 10 minutes, and I will be right back. Follow me. So, and the brother Hammam wants to talk to you. I want to talk to
I'm one of your followers, man.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So, brother, give me about 10 minutes, and I will come right back. Everybody in the live, listen. I want you to go to my bio, please. Go to my bio. Follow my YouTube channel if you haven't followed my YouTube channel already. Okay, so please go into my bio, hit the little play button. It'll bring you directly to my YouTube page, and I will be right back, inshallah. David, I want you to come back in about 10 minutes from the time that the stream goes off, and we'll have a little chat, okay?
Okay, my brother.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, Shuan,